Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the show with Mike. T-Roy's in the house. What up, T?
Hello, sir.
That is a beautiful shirt.
Isn't it
I gotta
fancy?
get me one of those.
Oh, it pops in the camera.
Yeah, does it though? It's kind of
It's
hidden.
actually washed out a little bit.
Yeah, on the camera
That's
it is.
okay. In case you
Yeah.
don't know, it says TDC Podcast.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love that white shirt. Looks good on the gorilla. Easus in the house. What up, Easus?
Hello.
How are you, my friend?
Great.
We've reached the end of the week,
You have.
which means our week is just starting, Easus.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, there you go.
We gotta. I'll help you out with your show tomorrow if you'd like me there.
Down. I'm gonna do that this day in Biggie history again. Just see what I was doing
Yeah.
on August 19th.
I like that bit. I like that. That was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun last
see
week.
if something comes out of it.
Yeah. It's so, like, to me, it's just like looking at no responses and no comments.
Ridiculous.
And it's just
Ridiculous.
Like, what makes you keep posting?
I know.
But so many people do, and I'm not ragging on
Well,
people.
and this was
because
back-
most people just have their family and immediate friends, so it's not a fair.
I think if I had kept
Comparison,
going down the road, I'm sure I would have not done as much. Like I know a lot of people now that they just don't post that often. They post, hey, we went on vacation, here's some pictures.
Yeah.
If I wasn't trying to write jokes and stuff on a regular basis, or trying to do what we do here, I probably wouldn't do it as much, but whatever. But
I think
anyway,
you're good with the engagement.
I do like
you
it.
always have
I do
been.
like it. And I was saying to Roy back then, I mean, when you went to a certain point, I was telling them, like, I didn't get a smartphone until 2013.
Yeah.
So the even more ridiculous thing of seeing these statuses is, like, I would have typed them into a computer,
Yeah.
then gone off for 4 hours and be like, come back.
Anyone there? Anyone there?
Did someone say anything?
No instant gratification.
No
back
instant
then.
gratification,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
But it makes it, I don't know if that's better words, because that means, like,
Did
it'd be
your
like,
world change completely when you got a smartphone?
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I remember when I first got my phone in Holland that I could post pictures to. I think it was an i4, by the way. I got it in 2013, but whatever.
Yeah.
I decided to do. I was going to do a day in the life of, and I was going to take a photo from every hour of my day and post it online.
Ah, it's a great idea.
And I mean, woke
How'd
up
that
at,
hold
like,
up?
I mean, I did it. I would literally was sleeping.
I
and
give you credit for just doing dumb shit like that.
Right,
You know what I mean?
I'd wake up at 3 a.m. and I was just watching. I would just sleep to DVDs of Friends or something. So I'd just wake up and there'd be a post like just 4 a.m. Friends.
It'd be cool to do a picture like every day, just a headshot.
Yeah.
Like to see what that would look like over years, you know, like
Right.
a slow motion.
Yeah, if you could get the same shot, you
Yeah,
know, to
yeah.
where those things,
Yeah.
you could do the time lapse of it and like watch the evolution.
Watch the
that
aging
fucking
process.
shit show happen.
Yeah, for sure.
The progression of that.
I wonder if you could start doing it now if it's too late.
I mean, I was mad at myself that I didn't do it. I was really mad. I learned something. I'm glad I got to come back for a few months because I learned some things going on that trip. And there was one of them was like, dude, you stayed at a lot of fucking hotels and camp. Why didn't you take a picture out, that'd be a thing, out front of everyone you stayed at. And at the end, do this. These are all the
Yeah.
places. Fucking stupid. I'm
Yeah.
going to do it this time. But like things
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Well, right on.
Whatever.
It's easy to get caught up. And forget
It
about that
is.
stuff.
But anyway, I thought that was kind
you
of
have
fun.
to make yourself do it because unless you're one of those people like Steve Poltz posts amazing stuff all the time, and you can tell he genuinely likes doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, for me, it's fucking torture.
Well, I did. You know what?
To post anything is torture, and I try to do it. I mostly focus on the dog. You know, here's Cece playing in the pool today. You know what I mean? Like,
I give you credit for
don't-
finally doing something.
Yeah,
It's
I
good
don't.
that you're doing something.
It's bad. I need to do more. You know, I had a meeting with Nick Antonucci last week, and he was like, "Dude, it's critical. We've got to start doing more with the social media. Whether you have someone do it for you guys,
Right.
you know, which we can do, and they can edit up clips and
Yep.
get them out. You know, like that's the next
Very
step.
true.
that
Be
you
more
need to
engaged,
do.
for sure.
Yeah, yeah, and I agree. And it doesn't have to be, you know, like here I am sitting in the backyard having a coffee. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be that.
No.
But just someone keeping an eye on that because it's very easy to start and then
Well, like, I'll
just
tell you-
fizzle out. It just turns into that sort of thing, and it's if it's not something you're dying to do in the first place,
That is different
Makes
because
it hard.
you're not. Whereas I do like it, but
Yeah.
like I did do something also kind of like that last year between like November and November. I don't exactly know. I think 20 and 21, I guess it would have been. But like I went down to take this. There's this bridge that I walked that I go
yeah.
to. Yeah, you
Yeah,
might
your
have seen
daily
it.
pictures, yeah.
a week. I did once a week of this bridge
week,
down by this state park that I walked to from my parents' house. And I thought it was kind of cool because I did like a few different times time lapse it and see what it went through like the winter and the summer.
Yeah.
But like also like just not to get into a social media discussion, but I did that because we weren't doing this show at the time, and I knew I was going to do the trip. And I'm like, I wanted to do something that forced
keep your
me
name out there.
to like where it wasn't just like, hey, I'm eating a thing. I wanted to be like, I'm doing a project, and then eventually I could be like, hey, something's coming.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I know it's tougher for you. Don't like it as much as I do, but it is definitely something.
It is the nature of the beast, and I got to do better. I think
But then
Troy,
again, it
I think
leads to
Troy
an-
does a good job with your posts. They're not pretentious. They're not like, hey, look at me, I'm awesome. Like so many people do. They're usually information about something you find interesting.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
That's about it.
it's and that's cool. I think it's a good way to go. You
Does
know,
lead to anxiety.
I've
though, of
evolved.
course,
Like I
but-
said, I go back to my originals when it was like Troy Courtney, and then I
Is,
started
right?
with is doing this.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh my god, what an idiot!
is eating a sandwich.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
that trend never died, did it? Of people posting like their lunch. I'll take pictures of it and send it to like Troy. Like, look at me having a salad for lunch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But not like for the world.
I don't know that it's as. I think people still do it, but more if you're having something special, like you're up north and you're like, oh, at my favorite place up north or whatever. I don't think people just do it as much just regular anymore.
I still see it.
Oh,
I know.
I'm sure.
See
Oh
it.
yeah.
It doesn't bother me as much as it bothers some people, but I know it's like a thing. Like, stop sharing your eggs Benedict with everybody.
Well, I've always
no one gives a shit.
wondered. I know we've had this talk before, but once I started doing comedy, my whole social media was just about shameless self promotion, essentially, or trying to write.
Which is what most of them do.
But I'm like, I don't know what I would do if I had never gone down this route. If I would have been a guy that would have been like, this is what I eat for lunch.
Yeah.
Or would I not? I don't know. I wonder. I don't know.
Well, I look forward to doing that tomorrow
Okay.
with your
For
history and looking back on this day. Hopefully, have you pre-looked at it and seen if
I
there's
know.
anything-
I like not to look at it. I think it's better that way.
I don't know how you find tomorrow.
What do you mean?
Can't because it like just for the day.
No, yeah. Facebook just says today.
So,
like this is what you did
so
today.
you can't like go forward or back a day.
I could look before I showed up.
Yeah, no, I'm just
Yeah.
saying, but like you
Yeah.
can't look up tomorrow.
No, my only concern would be, what if it's a day you took off and you didn't do shit?
I haven't. There's very few of those in my history
Okay.
of 12 years of Facebook.
Okay, all right.
I'm like,
all right.
I have days where, like, for real, it's like, went to, got out, ran, went to Meijer. Oh, what do we got? What do we got?
I was going through my memories just to look. I've got a big old plate of sushi.
There you
Yeah.
go.
But that's sushi.
But
house.
that's not like bar food.
and
at
that is
a- at
9
a-
years ago. For the
Yeah,
record.
yeah.
What is
When
this- what's the
when that
caption
was
say?
fully acceptable 9 years ago.
Yum.
Yum. Do you know where you were at all?
I don't
Does that
even
ring
wanna
a
Oh,
bell?
that's sushi house. That's my spot.
Okay.
I don't even want to go through mine. It'd be so. Where do you even go?
In memory, it's a category in there.
I mean, for me, it shows up as a
I got a little
notification.
Treetops golf trip with Miller.
Yeah, yeah. Where?
Like, if you go to menu, like that, and then on the left there,
I have news feeds.
Me and the girl.
You probably
that's
never
a great
cottage.
picture, dude.
you probably never look at it, so I bet it's
Oh,
way-
memories.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
Memories.
Stories from 3 years ago. I bet mine will be pretty cool.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay, here's one. The Women's Little League Home Run Derby is taking place on at ESPN. It's awesome. However, does the fence seem a tad close? Basically, a check swing blooper to short can be a back gone. It's kind of adorable.
So right around the bases.
When was this? When was
3 years
this?
ago?
3 years. Oh wow, damn! I knew you then. I don't remember that post.
Yeah.
I know it seems odd, but I do remember a lot of weird stuff like that.
Me in Central Park with
Oh,
a
there you
bird.
go.
Oh
Says,
wow.
Come on, dick licker. You're not going to finish that entire hot dog by yourself, are you? I've been patiently standing here waiting for you to share, and you haven't dropped a single crumb. Hook a brother up. Hashtag share. Hashtag Central Park.
That's
All
good.
right, there you
Solid.
go.
It's not bad.
You were in New York.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Assuming that for the Cumier show. I'm
years
guessing.
ago.
Yeah. The Guggenheim.
Is it the you and Deuce trip?
Maybe. I've been 3 times.
I know, right?
I've been to New York 3 times. That's not an ooh moment.
I've been more. Whatever.
I've only been once.
I think I've been 5 times.
That's it? That's all my memories are?
Well, of
for
this
that
day.
Oh, that's from this
That's
day.
this-
Yeah,
on this
so that's
Oh,
so when you
okay,
ask, like,
okay.
that's the point. It tells you what you did
Yeah, your
today
post
or
of
posted
this day
2 days
throughout
Okay.
in your history of Facebook.
Wow.
I am
okay.
lucky though, Troy. I will say, like, yes, I have some douchey ones early on, but again, I'm lucky too that a lot of them are very happy memories. Like the first 3 years are usually douchey and cringy as fuck.
Yeah.
Then once I kind of get the internship and stuff like that, I do some fun stuff. Don't
I've
mind
actually,
looking at
I got a
that.
stretch where I was doing some Bible shit.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Hold on.
There was a
Hold
moment
on.
with the
I mean,
ex.
I
you
don't
know,
have the music.
trying
Trying
to
to
put
keep,
it all
trying
together.
to keep
you know,
things going
yeah,
and
yeah,
safe. And
Yeah.
you know what else was on this day in the memories? Nana's bathroom selfies with the 01 tattooed on her ass.
Oh my God, dude.
The Brad Wolf
All right.
collection
Oh my God.
with her saggy, droopy tits and the lightning bolt.
There you
My
go.
grandma,
Oh,
if there's like
Bolt Bush.
I don't know what the afterlife. I know. Well, I guess we're going to discuss that later again. But that's kind of funny that my grandma, unknowingly due to
Became
her
a hit on the
Alzheimer's
show.
and whatnot, it's like she was a character
Yeah.
and she didn't fucking know it,
Yeah.
like at all.
I'm so pissed because the one time I went to your house and I met your dad and it was startling because I just see Big E
Yeah,
and
yeah.
your dad, Mike.
Big
and then,
E.
Yeah. And then I met your mom.
Right.
And then I met Nana with a wool
How did you
blanket
not
over
take
her
a photo?
lap in a wheelchair, and it was like, there it is. There it is. It's the actual Nana. I didn't ask to see the 01 tattoo on
Right,
her ass
right.
or anything like that, but I didn't take a picture with
Yeah,
her.
that was a
And she
mistake.
died shortly thereafter.
Yeah.
Real missed opportunity there.
Oh,
That was the night that fucking Jay
what?
punched me because I kept calling Beth a
Beth a
cunt or
cunt.
something.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I don't remember.
Yeah, in the limo, he kept calling her a cunt. Oh,
rather
we were
inten-
with listeners for a night out with TDC.
Yeah.
We were going all over bar hopping, I think, or
Ann Arbor.
Ann Arbor, okay. And he got shit faced.
Like, been overserved.
First off, pulled his dick out.
Okay.
Which is not so impressive that you want to just pull it out.
Yeah.
Whizzed in a fucking bottle and then drank it in front of all of us.
Yeah.
And Beth, I don't remember what Beth was. Beth was needling you a bit, which she was known to do. And you started calling her a cunt. And Jay was like, don't call her a cunt. He's like, well, she is a cunt. He just, boom, I'm like, I know what's going on here. She's drunk. He's drunk. This is nonsense. I'm not going to beat E's ass for
Sure.
it. You know what I mean?
Right,
like, I'm
right.
just not that guy. Jay did not see it that way.
And I would say,
Pummeled.
by the way,
Defending the woman's honor.
Right, right.
You know, it's not the greatest thing to call a young lady.
Yeah.
But I would say to your point though, also like that we probably were both like I'm sure she was a rather intoxicated herself. Like I'm sure in
She wasn't
reality
as shit faced as you, but yeah,
it was in fun. I would imagine. I'm
She
sure I
didn't
wasn't really.
spray into a bottle and drink it.
No,
No?
she didn't.
Well,
whip
that was
the-
a little party gag I like to pull out now and again, Troy.
It's a great gag.
It is a little party gag.
So
you like
here's
to
the
pull out.
problem. Here's the problem with this party gag. Hold on. Here's the problem with E's party gag that night. We were the last to be dropped off.
Oh, that was a long
It's
night.
4 a.m. because we had to stop in here, Lake Orion to drop
everybody.
Jay off. We had
Yeah.
to stop.
We dropped him off too before
yeah,
me.
Fuck yes.
Holy shit.
And so E and I and Beth are the last in the limo. It's 4 a.m. We're exhausted. That's when he does his trick.
Just for the three of you?
For me and Beth.
I didn't remember. Dude, I don't remember
Yeah.
most of the dress.
So it was like, it's a
Right.
party trick I like to pull out. Well, it would have been nice with 12 people in the
Sure.
limo going, oh, shit. No, he did it for Beth and I.
Ah, you took your shot.
Not
It was-
to keep
nice
going
try.
down memory lane, by the way, but that was also the night we picked up those one listers, remember? And they had that fucking bunny that was
Yeah.
soft
Oh, yeah.
as
I love
fuck.
that bun bun.
Just as soft as fuck.
Yeah.
bun.
I didn't care about the listeners anymore. They had a bun bun that was just a ball of fluff. Absolutely adorable, and it was young.
Yeah.
We're talking about a rabbit here, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just checking.
And so I just couldn't stop
yeah,
playing
yeah.
with it.
Funny
Like,
rabbit, sorry.
They've made food for us. They've made drinks. They're downstairs. They're all hanging out, and I'm up by myself at the kitchen counter just playing with this bun bun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I couldn't help it. It was so adorable.
I think it's weird you call it a bun bun.
Bun bun. That's what
That was
Jay,
Jay
used to
would
call
always
it.
call it, yeah.
When because he had bunnies growing up, and he would always come. Don't you remember that? His bun bun?
No.
Yeah. That's where
I
that
remember
comes
him
from.
calling that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. He would always talk.
Fun
That was
must
have
back
blocked
in
that out.
high school.
I know. I remember the
Yeah.
bunnies, but I don't remember it being bun bun.
Bun bun. Yeah. Bun
That
bun.
seems like a very Jay name to me.
Yeah,
Bun bun.
absolutely. Speaking of animals, I have to say, for the past good 24 hours, Troy and I have been with the bug assault.
Oh boy. Yeah. It has been a great
It's-
24 hours.
I don't know. We're turning this place maybe into a salt mine.
That's fine.
I don't know.
Fine.
Dude, first off, if you're thinking about the bug assault,
Do it.
you need to get the bug assault. Okay? It's as simple as that. I mean, it feels like a fucking gun.
And
it
spend
cocks
the
like a
extra money
man's
on
gun.
the laser pointer. No doubt.
Absolute must.
Absolute must.
Must.
Yeah. It's-
But dude, what lining these suckers up from a couple few feet
Yeah.
away and just
3 to 5 feet.
yeah,
Get you in there.
And when sometimes you clip them and they spin around and then they start to fly again and you can zero in it and it pisses me off when I have to take 2 shots
Yeah.
or more.
Yeah.
I've had 2 shots where direct hits. Son of a bitch fell on the ground and was still kind of crawling around. I was like,
That's where I took
all
the.
right, waste another shot.
No, see, I didn't stop wasting shots. When they do that, when they're winged on the ground, I take the tennis racket and I just lay it on top of them.
It's a good move.
As soon as they pop their head up one time, zap, Okay.
Yeah, he's talking about the electric.
Yes, quite an
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
fly
wow.
swatter
racket.
tennis racket
For
thing.
sure.
But
Yeah,
dude,
it's
seeing
just been
them,
a fucking massacre.
it's been a massacre.
What's your kill count up to?
Dude, I lost count.
Yeah.
Okay, this afternoon I lost count because where I prep upstairs by the big window, they're coming in, and the reason we're getting so many of them, I think, is just because I leave that door cracked open to the backyard, so Cece can come and go as she pleases.
Yeah.
You know, if she's
Into
got
the
to go
kitchen.
potty,
They smell all the good deliciousness in there, and they come flying in.
They come flying in, and then they buzz my tower. And
We
it's
got these high ceilings, so they're hard to get to.
Right.
Which
Yes.
is the problem. Which is why the tennis racket was not as effective.
Right.
They get up too high, and you couldn't reach them. Well,
Yeah.
We've
Well, there's no more annoying sound to me. I don't know why it irritates me so much, but the sound of a fly hitting a glass window
Yeah. Yep.
fucking makes me irate. And so they stopped for a second. It's like, oh, game on, son. And I went, dude, I had to get the vacuum out.
Yeah.
I'd shot so many of these sons of bitches, and they were all over the ground. I had to get the vacuum out and clean them up because it was going to make that big of a mess. And it's awesome. We had a couple listeners because you saw it first at the store.
Yeah.
And then we had a couple listeners go, dude, we're buying
Worth
these.
it.
And I think it was Betsy Arnold texted me. He was like, dude, it's awesome. You'll love it. We've been giving it as gifts to people.
I think that's where we found out about the laser pointer.
Yeah, she was like, whatever you do, get the laser. But now there's a new one.
Yeah, we saw that today.
Someone needs to buy that for us. Someone needs to gift us that. It's a fucking
Pistol. It's a dirty, hairy looking fucking
Yeah.
giant pistol
I think I saw it.
with a CO2.
CO2 cartridge, dude.
They're not out of range for that son of a bitch.
No. Anyone wants to be generous to us? My birthday's coming up.
Yeah, very soon.
Dude, that is when that guy cocks that gun.
Yeah.
And
He's taking cockroaches and just blasting them, like doing cartwheels off the table in the little
Yeah.
video and everything I watched, man.
There was
that's next level.
I took Cece out to the pool earlier, you know, because it's good for me to go in there and just hang off the noodle and let my body just, you know, Decompress, exactly. So I tried to do it any time the weather's decent. So I took her out there and I went and turned on the stereo. And in that closet out there, there was a hornet. And I thought about getting the bug assault, but I was like, if it's not powerful enough to take this son of a bitch down,
Yeah.
I'm going to have one angry ass hornet chasing me around.
Yeah, you need one good up close kill shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hornets are tough to fuck with because
Yep.
you don't. You're right. If you don't make it,
Yeah.
It looks like he was going slow enough that I could have just swatted him, but, you know, I don't know. I think the electric fence racket would get him.
Probably, yeah. That's a pretty good zap.
Yeah.
Although sometimes flies bounce off there. But maybe it's just because their wings get in there and it doesn't really zap the brain.
Yeah.
Not sure how they survive that with a good smack on that. But
Yeah.
sometimes they survive.
Yeah. Anyway.
what
Try-
a weird life for them that must be, though. I mean,
Yeah.
they're just doing their thing, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand why you do it, but like they're just
Doing their thing.
doing their thing, and all of a sudden, this
Do it somewhere
Hey,
else.
look, they're trespassing.
I will absolutely not kill them if they're outside.
No, I leave them alone too.
Yep.
They are illegals in this household.
Correct.
Okay, and so we
Undocumented
no animal is
insects.
illegal, Mike.
Undocumented insects.
exactly, which is a nice segue into our first story today.
All right.
Which is federal law enforcement officials opened a gate on private property to allow illegal immigrants to enter the U.S. after Texas National Guard troops locked the gate to deny their entry into the country. I love this story because the Soup administration is trying to pretend that what are you talking about? The border's closed.
Yeah.
And then we just get this amazing video. It's usually just Fox News because no one else will cover it, but they've got drone footage of illegals just pouring in record numbers into this country. And so what they've done, this Arizona governor and Texas governor, they're just busting these sons of bitches all over the country. They're
Yeah.
mostly focusing on sanctuary cities.
Yeah, in D.C.
Yeah, D.C. with Muriel Bowser and New York with Mayor Eric Adams, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And these people are losing their shit. It's like, oh, we sent you a few dozen illegals.
I don't know what's going on.
What?
Just fucking with you. Right?
Okay, Jesus Christ.
It was worth it. He was looking weird. He just had a weird look
He
on
did,
his face.
didn't he?
Yeah. So yeah, they're getting into this giant pissing match, and it's like, oh no, you wanted to be a sanctuary city, remember?
Yeah.
No human is illegal.
Of course not.
You know, no human is alien. It's like, oh, okay. So the option is just let them absolutely overpower a border town, tie up all their resources so that, you know, the cartel is running this. That's the shameful thing, and it's sad to see.
Yeah, generally, the sanctuary cities are nowhere near the borders.
No.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. San Francisco,
So, yeah,
LA, Seattle.
They've got their handful of, their little Mexicans
Yeah.
that they like to have in there.
Right. Yeah.
They got a nice little restaurant. We're not going to fuck with them. They're part of our community.
Yeah.
No problems here.
So they got a
They're
little
safe.
They got a little form, and they're like, "So, would you like to go to New York City?" And they're like, "Si, senor." And he's like, "All right, have a seat." And then it's like, "You'll be provided with everything you need once you get there."
Yeah.
By
that's
then-
where Ellis Island is, and that's how you become a
There you go,
citizen.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say we're sending you there, but I'm just telling you that's where it's at.
That's where the first ones did it. They came.
That's how
through.
you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, it's wild seeing that scene too, where you can see the harbor, like where those ships would have come in
Yeah.
into Ellis Island. It's wild. It's wild. I highly recommend it. If you go to New York City, take that tour at Ellis Island and what's the one next door to it?
The tour where you cut the line?
I did. Oh yeah. Well, I was having trouble walking. What was I supposed to
Yeah,
do?
just kidding. I just
And Beth was fine with it.
yeah,
She was
yeah.
fine with it.
Which I always question.
I can't remember.
I think Beth
what-
has very questionable morals when it comes to her.
Yes,
She's
absolutely. No doubt about it.
very high morals for other people.
Yes, she's not afraid to steal a seat at a movie theater. Find a way to.
If it benefits her.
She's frugal. She's not cheap,
Right.
but she's frugal. She'd rather make a gift for you than buy one. And which I loved. When she'd do some art piece for me, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I didn't need fucking.
What were you
anything.
calling her in the limo? E, what was that?
A cunt.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I can't remember how we did it, but dude, the line to get back on the ferry back to Manhattan was so long and so wide, and I'd already been walking all over this island and Statue of Liberty and I was done, and so I think we might have used. Let's go on either side of this wide aisle like we're looking for each other, and then just converge at the front of the line.
there you are.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
And they could ever find you.
great
Jesus
move.
Christ.
Yep.
I think we did that move maybe.
That's
and then it was
brilliant.
yeah, and it worked, and it was just like, all right, they opened the rope and we're just
Right.
like, well, see ya. See y'all later. Got fucking prime spots on our ferry.
My God.
Yeah, it was great. We got some
Nice.
great selfies from the back of the boat.
That's good. Yeah. Get a
Yeah.
prime location on there.
Yeah,
That's
it was
important.
I don't,
And you know what?
I don't even care that much. It's just
I don't-
funny to bring up to me. Like,
Well,
I don't care.
Look,
Like,
historically, I don't hurt people. I don't. I don't go out of my way to hurt people's feelings or
Take advantage of
take
people.
advantage of people. No, that's not my nature. So occasionally, when I'm in need, it's like the world can give back a little bit. I think I've earned it.
Sure.
It's just like with the money my parents owned me, my brother and sister.
Yeah.
I need it more.
Yeah.
So I should get more.
Well,
I mean-
should.
Right?
That's
I mean-
debatable, but it is.
But
worth
you
the debate.
you needed it more
Yeah.
to not be in line.
Yeah.
So as you should get that.
Yeah.
Because you needed it more.
And I didn't care about the senior citizens got fucked.
Right, right.
Like you look at the end when it's like
There's
they're
some
cutting the
lady
line
in-
here,
Right.
and there's some old bird with a walker who was going to be next on.
Right. She
And it's
definitely
like-
would have made it.
But listen, think about it this way. Now she's going to get that prime seat for the selfies herself
Exactly.
instead of being the last one.
Yeah,
huddled
last one
in.
on's really
Exactly.
rough.
It might
Last
take
one
a couple
sucks.
more hours,
She's
but
doing her a favor.
you're
Yeah.
right. You're right. She's
See?
going to be last one on.
Exactly.
Yeah. This way she
She'll be
really,
the pill.
It's
I
like
hope
waiting a
you're
little
on.
longer for that front seat on the roller coaster.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
it's just worth
Good-
it.
Are you a
Great
front
point.
seat of the roller coaster guy?
Yes and no. I have, but not like automatically.
Yeah.
I just assume.
I think
get
sometimes
on
I'll
it. I'd
do
rather
it-
get more rides in the middle than,
Right.
than less rides in the front.
I think I'm more of a back.
Yeah.
You do get more lift in the back.
You get a little more whip.
Yeah.
Whip.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So I have done the front, but you're like halfway down the hill before the gravity catches up.
I think
and
it's
the
fun
back
to
of it.
do like
I like
once.
just having nobody in front of me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's something about that. I think it's fun to do like once, but the line can just be so
It can
much
be.
longer.
We
Yeah.
had actually there was a time back. Holly, a friend of ours, way back in the day. We were going to Cedar Point.
Yeah.
And I had all so it's all we were all there was a bunch of us who were going to go the night before. The next morning comes, everybody bails.
Yeah.
Talk Holly into cutting. She wasn't even planning on going. And I still wanted to go, so I get her to call off work. And I had all these mushrooms. Right, we're going to go and
Nice.
take.
Oh, no.
So we're going. We're literally. And we're driving up the causeway.
Yeah.
Into Cedar Point in the morning. It's just getting ready to open up.
Isn't that awesome driving up that causeway?
It's the best,
Yes.
dude.
It's
the
like
best. It's a great
'cause you're
feeling.
there.
Watching
See all
it
the
come
things.
up.
See it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just shove a mouthful of mushrooms down. She eats them too, and fucking. I mean, right after we eat them and we're pulling in, she goes, "Oh, by the way, I've never been on a roller coaster before.
Oh, what a bomb to drop!
I was like, I'm like, now you're telling me this? Like,
Yeah.
First
Are
of
you
all, we
scared?
Just,
Like, do you want to do this?
Didn't
Like,
matter. So I made her go on. We went,
Yeah.
waited and went on the front of every roller coaster we went on.
Really?
Just had the best time.
Yeah. Were you guys
I'm like, if
blown
you're going
out?
to do it, you're, blown out. But yeah.
God, I'd
if
be
you're going to do it,
scared.
we're going to do it right. We're going to go on the
Yeah,
front
yeah.
seat of everyone.
I'd be so scared to do that because bad trips are not like not possible. Like,
Oh, sure, it can happen.
Especially
I mean-
Magnum, dude. That Magnum takes so long to get up, dude. Freaking out, you know what I mean? Like,
no, I know.
Click, 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 click,
That's like
click,
2
click,
minutes
click,
to
click.
get
But
that fucking
if you
thing.
did it like that time you and I did it, the first time I actually did shrooms, I did it once before, like a couple weeks earlier. You gave me a little bit. I didn't feel anything. I was
Yeah.
like, this drug stinks. You know, it doesn't work. And then T brought some home, and we fucking
Yeah.
dude. We start FaceTiming with Derek at 1 a.m. He's like, "You guys are so fucking tripping balls right now."
Yeah, yeah.
He goes into his closet, grabs a handful of shrooms, and
I got to
joins
catch up.
us.
Oh, boy.
I got to catch up.
At like 1 a.m. And we're sitting there. He's drinking beers. And he's tripping balls. Derek's one to wander off and look at a light for an hour.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Dude, I laughed. Like, my gut hurt for days afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, I never laughed so hard in my
Right.
life. I never had more fun in my life. No other drug in the world could have touched that.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if, like, is this normal?
Yeah.
Right.
But it's not.
Well, it is and it isn't. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, there's a lot of variables that go into it, but
Yeah.
that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's what it can be. That's why I do it.
Did I tell you about the microdosing mushrooms that I have on order?
A little bit.
Did I say it on air?
Not on air. No, I don't
Okay.
think so. I think it's illegal. So tread lightly.
Is it?
No, there's a website.
So
Yeah, G's been doing it for a month now.
okay.
And is thrilled.
I've been doing it my whole life. It's still illegal.
Yeah,
Psilocybin's still illegal.
but I think they take the psilocybin out of it.
Okay.
And it's like a morning, afternoon, and evening pill. And G doesn't take the evening one. He didn't like that the way that was making him feel. So he's not taking that. But he's like, dude, my memory is so bad. I can't remember, like shit. My short-term memory. And I'm like, dude, I'm dealing with the same thing. I can't remember anything. He's like, it's like a whole new me. I'm remembering everything.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't believe how good I feel. I can't believe how well this is working for me. So for my upcoming birthday, he's like, I'm going to send you a month supply, but they're sold out. And they're not shipping until mid-September.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, but I remember I wanted you to look at the website and see what you
Yeah,
thought
take a
about
look
it.
at it, yep.
Take a look at, what goes into each and how they're different. But, dude, he can't be happy.
Yeah. No, there's
Swears
a lot to
by
be
it.
said for it. I mean, and microdosing's been the new thing.
Right,
of
right.
How to do it, and that's right. It's the way it should be. It's like it's
Yeah.
even when I smoke weed, like I like to be high, not stoned. So I'll take when I smoke.
What's the difference for you?
I mean, hits basically. I mean, so when
Like stoned is out of it.
stoned
like,
is high, like just is a little mood enhancer.
Yeah.
Feeling good. Stoned is when you're
I hate
right, all
stoned,
Chinese
too.
eyed. I mean, although I always get all squinty because it's just the way I am. You can't hide
Yeah,
it for
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
But I'll just hit it a couple of times, and that's it, just enough,
Yeah.
'Cause these guys just sit there and smoke a whole joint and just get. And everybody's tolerance is different. But that's the way I'm kind of with every once in a while I'll go fucking hard.
Yeah.
With the shrooms because that's what it's supposed to be. Like you're supposed
Right,
to.
right.
It's supposed to fucking reset your shit.
Yeah.
Take you to a different level, see things in a different way.
Oh, it did that first time you and I did him on the couch, man. And dude, it's the funniest I've laughed in my life. And to the point on like no bullshit, like pain in my sides the
Yep.
next few days.
All right.
Like, it was that
I
awesome.
still got some more. We're overdue.
Yeah. We haven't done that in a while. Anyway, footage of this incident going back to the border. Took a little 8-minute detour there. On the U.S. border was captured by Fox News correspondent Bill Malugin. I've talked about him before. I really like him. He was a local L.A. guy. I didn't know him then, but he did a couple hits on, I think, Tucker Carlson. I was like, I usually bag on these correspondents so hard.
Yeah.
But this dude seems to have his shit together and is like providing real information. I really enjoy him. And they gobbled him up immediately, Fox.
Yeah.
He made 2 appearances on Tucker, and they were like, oh, yeah,
our guy.
time for the big leagues, son. And so he's been covering that border. He's been down at the Yuma border and Arizona and all over the El Paso stuff constantly. So he's the one getting the drone footage of everything and thousands of people living under the
The
bridge.
stampede coming across.
Exactly. So footage of the incident captured by Bill Malugin comes as President Soup's weak border enforcement For the first time, we witnessed Texas National Guard close and lock a gate on private property at a major crossing area in Eagle Pass, denying entry to migrants who just crossed illegally and expected to be let in. Border Patrol then came with a key and let them in for processing.
Oh, my God.
Do you have the video there, E, of it?
So, yeah, I think I do.
The gate's always been left open in the past. Texas is now closing it, and migrants have to wait for Border Patrol
So is
to
there
let
more
in.
is this the one you're looking for, or is there more?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's got a couple posts there. I'm not sure.
So they get across, and then there's another gate. This is this one.
So Texas is like, no. We're not just going to have this wide open gate. This is private property. It used to be just open because it wasn't being abused.
Yeah.
So they've come and they've now locked it. They've taken a bunch of measures to knock this shit off. And then Soup's federal agents come over and just unlock it and let them all in.
So, I mean, can they just climb it?
It's got barbed wire.
Okay.
Yeah.
How bad do you want in?
That'll
Barbed
keep
wire.
them out.
Barbed wire scares me, but
Whatever. You're going to take a couple nicks and scrapes. Fuck it.
it might not even have. Yeah, it's got barbed
It's got
wire.
barbed wire on it. And it's got the double-sided, too. That's the good one.
Yeah. So that must be the first video of them just waiting patiently. And I think part of this is to be fair.
Maybe this is true. Oh yeah, I guess
There we
that's.
go. And
There you go. Come on
come
in.
on in.
Yeah. Come on in. Why not? We're the first country in the world to not have borders. Come on in.
So where do they go from here?
Who knows?
I mean, just like
Probably
straight
get them
to
a hotel room, dinner reservations. You know, they won't, keep in mind, they won't let.
Why does he bother locking it? Look at it. He goes back, closes it, and locks it back
Right,
up.
right,
Why?
yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
You just got to wait till they're all there. I mean, maybe, and maybe they all had papers or something they had to check before they got through. I
Keep
don't
in
know.
mind, they won't let Djokovic in this country to play in the U.S. Open because
know.
he's not vaccinated.
I know.
And then
Ta-da.
this is
Ta-da.
coming from a foreign country was the problem, right?
Yeah.
Djokovic is coming from a foreign country
Yeah.
into America, and he can't prove his vax status, so he's not welcome as a foreigner. So
Even
then
though
how do
CDC
you...
no longer recognizes that.
Huh?
Even though CDC no longer recognizes
Right,
that.
right. But then how do you take that? The one of the most finely tuned athletes on planet Earth,
Yep.
who's super particular about what substances he puts in his body.
Yep.
You know, you're going to deny him entry over that. Yet the border here, you think they're going to go and swab all those people for COVID?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they're vaccinated.
Sure.
Just
Right.
throwing those out like Tic Tacs in Mexico, I'm sure.
Exactly. I think in order for them to process them, they have to technically be on U.S. soil, which would be the argument in
They
fairness.
have to bring them in.
Yeah. So if you know,
Well, I think as soon as they're
Why
on,
you'd
I
have
think
to
they're on
bring
that
them in
side of the
anyways,
fence.
but-
They're on U.S. soil. You can just do it through the fence.
yeah, exactly. In Arizona, Governor Doug Ducey has taken to Twitter several times this week to show images of state officials plugging holes in the border with large shipping containers. You know those massive, like 9 foot tall, 60 feet long shipping containers. They're stacking them on top of each other,
Yep.
and then barbed wiring the top
Nice.
to fill in the 1,000 feet gap that where.
That the wall didn't get finished?
Yeah. Where Soup came in and halted everything, even though it's already been paid for.
Yep.
Makes no fucking sense at all.
We got to have open borders, Michael.
Right.
Yeah, just let
I
'em
mean,
in.
hey,
No human is illegal, right?
Correct.
I would argue differently, but you
know,
know, yeah,
sure.
what do I know? I'm not an expert on any of this stuff.
So a felon with a gun? Is that illegal?
The amount of terrorists that they're catching through there too, remarkable. Because the handful that they actually catch, and they go, "Oh my God, you're a fucking terrorist
Holy
from
cow.
wherever."
How lucky for us.
Yeah, how many have gotten through that they didn't catch?
Yeah. Oh, let's not forget the fentanyl.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah.
We need more of that in here. That's what we're going for.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's a nice system. I mean,
Come
the
on
world
in.
the world is tag teaming to take America down, and so China produces it, sends it to Mexico, and then the cartel sends it north, and people dropping dead like flies. And
Seems
no
like a
one
pretty good
cares.
system so far.
Yeah.
Seems to be working out nicely.
Yeah, no problem. So Doug Ducey says Arizona has had enough, signing an executive order directing the Arizona Department of Energy and Military Affairs to immediately fill the gaps in the Yuma border wall We can't wait any longer. The Soup administration's lack of urgency on border security is a dereliction of duty. For the last 2 years, Arizona has made every attempt to work with Washington to address the crisis on our border. Time and time again, we've stepped in to clean up their mess. Arizonans can't wait any longer for the federal government to deliver on their delayed promises. Our border communities are being used as an entryway to the United States, overwhelming law enforcement, hospitals, nonprofits, and residents. It's our responsibility to protect our citizens and law enforcement from this unprecedented crisis. With the resources and manpower in the right place, our Border Patrol and law enforcement will be better equipped to do their jobs and prevent cartels from exploiting our communities. That's what our barrier mission will do. Others will just say it's racist.
Oh, well, clearly.
Yeah.
Xenophobic,
And
if
it's
you will.
weird, too, how many of the people coming in are just, fighting age males. Mm-hmm. It's not nearly as many kids and women as you'd think. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. I think eventually you're going to see an attack on this nation. Not that everybody that's coming to this country, has nefarious intent. Not anything like that, but the ones that do,
I would think the
this
majority
is an opportunity.
don't.
Yeah, the vast majority. Let's say 99% of them don't.
Yep.
They want to work, they want to keep their head down, they want to work hard, send money back to their family, try to build a potential future for the family going forward. I totally understand that.
Yep.
But when you've got something like this, opportunity sitting there, people are going to take advantage of it. And whether that's another 9/11 done from inside this country, who knows?
Yep.
They can only guesstimate how many fucking absolute criminals and terrorists are crashing that
There's
border.
been a way. It's been that way for decades.
Yeah.
Centuries essentially of how you get into this country.
Yeah.
I don't know why all of a sudden it's supposedly changed the process or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a right way to do it.
Yeah. No, we need a new voting base.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem.
Yeah, let them in.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, man.
And the excitement continues at Zott Ford as more 2023 vehicles become available for your custom ordering. As of today, you can custom order your 23 Ford F-150, Ranger, Expedition, Explorer, Edge, Bronco Sport, Transit Van, and Transit Connect. Damn! And over the next few weeks, you're also going to get the Super Duty, the Maverick, and the Mach-E. Plus, when you order from our friends at Zott Ford, they're going to lock in not $500, but $1,000 in rebates, plus the 2.9% financing. As always, the best way to support the podcast is to support our sponsors. So, give Gabar and the team at Zott Ford a shot and let them handle all of your automotive needs. You can still get $500 in free accessories if you take delivery by the end of the month. You can find details and see their growing inventory at dealsinthed.com. And don't forget to tell them that TDC sent you.
Yeah. It's great over there, too. They've done a lot, like updating that facility.
Yeah.
So there's like ping pong, I think, in there. There's maybe foosball.
Play some
Crap,
foosball.
man. Huh? Back when I was there, it was nothing.
It was all work, no play, huh?
I think we had
Yeah.
the popcorn machine.
That popcorn machine is awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And then you go in the back, and they've got like all the coffee selections, like free coffees and
Oh, yeah.
pop. And
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Actually-
a really cool, like if you've got to sit somewhere for a couple hours while you're doing
Not a bad place to
processing.
wait.
Yeah, it's not a bad place.
I should say it was fine when I was there. They just got way better when I left. Which I think had a
you
lot.
could
when
go back.
How many times did just two random dudes waiting for their cars it separately, hey, man, up for a game of ping pong?
Yeah,
Right,
sure.
right,
let's
right.
go.
Table
'Cause
tennis.
it's no
as I
fun
like
by
to call
yourself.
It. I like to call it table tennis. Makes it
it?
sound a
Do
little
you?
more.
You would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little more.
asshole.
Yeah. Just like miniature golf. I
little
call
more
it miniature
highbrow.
golf, not
The cool
putt
thing,
golf.
the cool thing too is if you're a listener of this show and that's why you're going there, obviously you're going to tell them. You can just barge into Gabar's office and sit down and start shooting shit about
He
the
does
show.
love it.
And he'll sit there and talk to
Yeah.
you. He'll do lunch with you. In fact, I would bet Steve will buy you lunch. He's bought me lunch.
If you do it,
Yeah, go there. He'll buy you lunch.
I bet you don't have the
guarantee it.
balls to do it.
The gall.
The nerve. How dare you?
I double dog dare you. Go in there, demand Gabara buy you lunch,
Yeah.
and play a round of ping pong with Anthony.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I
Nice.
mean?
That's a good move.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking. That's hilarious. I really hope someone does that.
Just kick the door open.
Yeah.
TDC sent me.
Where are we going
Where's
for lunch?
Gabara?
Where's lunch,
I was told
Gabara?
I'd get a free lunch.
We just signed off on that. That's the kind of authority we have.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
Indeed.
so-
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're making shaking and baking, dude.
Hell yeah. We're making decisions for him. Hey, look, man. Our job is to sell cars more than anything.
Yep.
People like assertiveness. That's
Yeah.
Gabar will respect that.
Dude, what's better than sitting in his big, lavish office having lunch on him and
course.
talking about TDC with a fellow fan.
Right.
Yeah, no doubt.
Dude, it's a perfect day.
And critique the show.
Yeah, exactly. This story pisses me off so much.
Oh, no.
Jamie Foxx was recently doing an interview.
All right.
Complained that he made a movie several years ago and it'll probably never get released.
Okay.
Yeah, arguing that the film, which features him in whiteface,
Oh.
Robert Downey Jr. as a Mexican man, would likely rub woke critics the wrong way.
Oh, yeah, we already did them as a black man,
Yeah,
right? We already went down that road, a little Tropic Thunder at it.
which was awesome and critically acclaimed.
Absolutely.
You couldn't, like, the whole joke was them bagging on him for being in full blackface and not leaving care. It was, dude, it still cracks me up when I watch
Everybody
it.
knows you never go full retard.
You don't go full retard.
I've never seen it, but I should. I guess.
Really?
Never seen
Oh,
it.
Did you?
dude.
Oh, that's a
Tropic
classic.
Thunder.
I always thought it just looked kind of
Fantastic.
dumb.
It's
But I know you guys have talked about it.
It's worth it. I mean, it's not like it's
Yeah.
Tom Cruise in that?
yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
Is it a comedy
Is that the
or is
fuck
it
your face one?
yeah, I think so.
That's Tropic Thunder, isn't it?
Yeah.
is it a comedy or is it
Yes.
an action movie?
No, it's a comedy.
It's
Okay.
both. But
It's-
it's
like
but
meant
it's
to
Jack
be-
Black, Robert Downey Jr.,
Okay.
Tom Cruise. Like it's
yeah.
it's an all
they're
Ben
actors
Stiller.
making a war movie.
Okay.
And then
maybe maybe I'll watch. You know
So
what? I
that's
swear
what
to
it is.
God.
It's about them making this movie,
Gotcha.
and they're all like actors and stuff.
okay.
But then they actually get caught up in.
Yeah, they get,
Trust me, and by the way, I'm obviously familiar with
Don't
the movie.
spoil it.
Oh,
You're
don't spoil it.
right,
It's only 12 years old.
Yes. Well, settle down. I was about to watch it tonight. No, I mean, obviously I'm familiar with it. I just never.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, sometimes you see a movie and you're like, I don't know, doesn't seem like my thing. But it does take someone else saying, no, dude, that's funny. Or something.
It's one of those you almost need to watch a couple times.
Danny McBride, isn't he like?
Yeah.
The,
Oh, yeah.
shit, really?
Yeah, isn't he the fucking like?
Yeah, he's the bomb guy.
Yeah, the whatever.
Okay.
Not demolition expert. The what do you call that?
Explosives.
Bombs. Yeah, but there's a term for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Jamie Foxx sat down for an interview with Cinema Blend promoting his Netflix film Day Shift. During the interview, he gave an update on a movie called All-Star Weekend, the film he now believes might never make it into the hands of the public. It's a comedy that co-stars Entourage actor Jeremy Piven.
I love some.
Yeah,
Piven.
Piven is so good in Entourage.
Yeah.
So good.
Ari Gold.
Ari Gold,
Yeah.
It's about two basketball fanatics who scored tickets to a major NBA event. It was supposed to be released in 2019, but has been delayed, noting the film had cast Downey Jr. in the role of a Mexican man. Fox suggested that white woke culture might not accept it. It's been tough with the lay of the land when it comes to comedy. We're trying to break open the sensitive corners where people go back to laughing again. Fox plays several roles himself in the movie, including that of a racist white police officer.
Okay. So this is
great.
like the what do you call that? Nutty Professor type thing where Eddie
little
was
bit.
playing all the different characters.
Little
So is
bit.
Jamie going down that road a little bit?
Yes, sounds like it.
Just like Eddie had the old Jewish guy in the barber shop.
of course.
What is that, Velvet?
Cassius Clay. His mother named him Cassius Clay.
Yeah. So maybe that's what it is. He's doing characters like that.
I don't know, but it sounds
So
like
it's
he's
Downey
playing-
being Mexican is the part people are going to have a problem with, not
Right.
Jamie and whiteface.
He explained that one of the reasons he believed Downey Jr. was perfect for the role, referencing his turn in blackface in Tropic Thunder. He explained that he had to convince Downey to take the role. You played the black dude and you killed that shit. We got to be able to do characters.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Damn right.
In addition to Fox, Downey Jr., and Piven, it's also got Benicio del Toro,
All right.
Gerard Butler, Eva Longoria,
Shit, that's a real cast.
and according to Fox, the one thing we heard back after every early screening of the film was just how much people were laughing.
What? So what happens?
It's made. It's out. It's already done.
But yeah. So what
Sounds
happens
like
if? I mean, they get paid. Like
Yeah,
we're going to give you
probably.
this money to make this movie, right?
Yeah.
Unless they have something on the back end as far as residuals.
Mm-hmm.
But if they get, we're going to give you X to do this movie.
Yeah.
You get that, right? You made the movie. If they don't put it out, that's on them. So the studio's just going to
Yeah.
eat shit on millions and millions and millions of dollars. Because that's not like some run-of-the-mill
They just
movie.
ate shit on $90 million Batgirl.
Yeah, well, fuck Batgirl. But this is a real cast.
Mm-hmm.
Batgirl's a fucking, that's all CGI garbage.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
that. I don't even know who the chick was,
No.
right?
No,
I mean,
which
the,
is why
the,
they're-
the 10th person down that list you're going to list off is better than whatever the fuck Batgirl is.
Right. Exactly. But
yeah, I want to see this movie. now.
dude, I mean, I love every one of those actors.
Yeah,
You know what I
definitely.
mean? Like, and Jamie Foxx is super talented. That guy's amazing.
extremely, yeah.
And Jeremy Piven, like It sounds like it would be a hilarious movie. I can just see Jamie Foxx in whiteface. And I don't mean to speak for the entire white community, but I want to go on record speaking for most of us. We do not give a shit.
I could not care less.
No.
Absolutely not.
You want to go in whiteface? Love it. Bring it. Go hard.
Why would you do that? You took that work away from a white actor.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
Should have been a white racist cop in that role.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
I love it.
Could have put Chauvin in there.
I wish I could see. Exactly. I mean, that's how if you're gonna do it,
If we're gonna do it right. Apparently.
Yeah.
Right. Every role apparently from now on going forward in movies has to be done by the people who've done them. They must be hockey players. They must have been whatever.
Well,
right.
knowing
a
that
rapist. You know, if there's a rapist with a movie, they must be a rapist. Or how will they?
Kobe died. Sorry.
Knowing that it's Jamie Foxx in blackface enables him to get away with way more.
Absolutely right.
As, like going, if you wanted to go hard racist white cop. Knowing that it's Jamie Foxx in whiteface
saying those things.
No,
that's the only way you can get away with saying the N-word.
Yeah, you can drop N-bombs left
Jamie
and right.
Foxx in whiteface saying it.
Yeah,
that would be badass.
Or a Tarantino
hilarious
movie. One of the two.
Yeah, or a Tarantino movie. Tarantino, I swear, he just wants to say the N-word on film.
know.
It's fucking.
Actually,
hilarious.
it's funny. I saw a clip with Jamie Foxx talking about Tarantino for Django.
Oh, such
and he
a
was
good
like,
movie.
and he came in there, and he was like, I started reading my lines, and I was like, da da da. And he's like, Tarantino was like, cut. Come here. He fucking sits down with him. He's like, listen, I knew I was going to have this problem. He's a fucking slave, okay? He's not cool. He becomes cool, but he's not cool yet. I need you to be a fucking slave, all right? You can be cool later, but you got to be a fucking slave right now, okay? I was like, all right, man, I got it. And then the guy was like, so after all that and all, he's like, would you work with Tarantino again? He goes, every fucking time.
Yeah.
1,000
dude, that
times
movie is
over.
so good.
So good, right.
So
but he was like, I came into it with all the swagger, like, and all this
Yeah,
stuff. And he was
yeah.
like, nope, cut.
You're going to grow into that.
He's like, hold on. You'll have your time.
Yeah.
But right now, I just need you to be a
And
fucking
that's,
slave.
what's his name? The co-star that turns him into the...
Oh,
I
the
fucking
German guy
love
or
him,
whatever?
man.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
was his name? He was from Inglourious Bastards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why can I never remember his name?
don't know.
But it doesn't
Because he
matter.
hasn't done
You-
enough to earn the name recognition yet.
Well, I think he has. I think his roles have been so prominent. That fucking milk drinking scene.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know if it's in here's.
Yeah. Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, Waltz. There you go.
Christoph Waltz. His hunting for Jews
Mm-hmm.
is the German. Oh, that whole opening scene. Is
Yes.
that Inglorious Bastards?
That's Inglourious Bastards,
yeah.
yes.
That whole scene.
Yep.
I was like,
They're
oh,
under the floor.
yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as that scene, I was like,
This guy is.
oh, I need to see more of this dude.
Yeah.
He played this so well.
Yes.
So good.
Yep. And he was great in Django.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can tell you I've seen him in, though, beyond that. That's why I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great in those, but I can't tell you another one he was in off the
Yeah.
top of my head.
What is his conclusion? Just that? I mean, is there anything more to that? Like he just says it's not going to happen. You know what I
Because
mean?
I love
kinda-
that it's because Robert Downey was a Mexican guy. That's why it's not going to get made.
Right.
and it kind of just.
I think
ends
he was
that-
sort of pointing to his white face too, but
Maybe.
But it sounds.
then release it on a website and charge $10.
Yeah.
See what you make.
I
stream it.
wonder when it was. Did he say when it was at all?
2019.
Oh shit! So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's new. I mean, it's.
God.
Probably COVID got in the way on some respect with a lot of these projects.
Yeah, for sure.
But,
Depending on when it was supposed to
Sounds
come
like
out.
it's in the can. I mean, if it was.
They were screening
it. just
it.
won't get. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like they screened it. They just won't release it.
Yeah. It's too bad too. I was reading there was a LA Times did a big feature on Matt and Trey
Oh yeah.
for like the 25
Well,
year
yeah.
anniversary
Did you
or
see the
whatever.
concert at all by chance?
No,
they
I
did
didn't.
like a whole concert thing out at
I
Red
saw
Rocks.
part of it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I want to see the whole thing. I saw a couple clips. Like Rush came out and played with
Did
them
you
with
see
Claypool and stuff.
The cartoon
Of those two, yeah.
of Geddy Lee
Yep.
and yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah, so it made me want to see the whole thing, how that all transpired, start
Yeah.
to finish. And I saw they did. There must be songs that they did in the show or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah, I
I'm a
think
Gay
so.
Fish is a thing. Like,
Yeah.
they performed that like live. Matt and Trey.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So I didn't realize that they did all that. So it's interesting. I'd like to see.
Well, in this article, the LA Times article, they talk about a movie that they had made or making until COVID, and it was a feature film, and it was something to do with Trump and deep fake technology.
Okay.
Like they have a
Yeah.
deep. Is that what it's called? Deep
Yeah,
fake?
deep fake, yeah.
They have a deep fake
Terrifying,
studio.
by the fucking way.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
They have a deep fake studio that people are making music videos out of and shit, and they were using this technology to do something with Trump and deep fake whatever, and they're like, we don't think we can release it now. It was relevant,
Yeah,
you know,
then-
2 years ago, 3 years ago,
The
when he was still
pause
in the
of
White
it.
House. So it sounds like if he were to get back into the White House,
They've got one in the chamber.
This could be relevant, but those guys are so good.
Yeah.
Everything they put out, there's not been one thing that they put out that I didn't love.
Basketball's highly underrated.
Yeah, basketball's great.
Yep.
Yeah, I watched that not that long ago,
right on.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, Team America is a
Fuck
classic.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
South Park, bigger, longer, uncut, is dynamite.
Yeah.
You
Just
know,
South Park alone.
It's just South Park alone.
Holds its own.
Oh, so good.
But the deepfake stuff is terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever seen
Yeah.
like the Bill Hader
Yes.
clips where like he's
Yes.
like they got him fading in
Tom
and out
Cruise?
with Cruise, and there's another one with somebody
See if you
else.
can find
where
one of
he
those.
does. I mean,
Bill
it's
Hader, Tom
terrifying,
Cruise.
like how easily manipulated. I mean, you just realize that like, and that's just like fucking around.
Yeah.
You know, with that, that's not like if you
Think about
really
if you
wanted to do it, like
If you wanted to have, it's going to get to a point where, like, you think we're confused now.
Oh my
It's like,
God.
oh my God, the world seems fucked up. Imagine if they're able to deep fake to the point that
When you can't tell real
absolutely
from
can't
fake.
tell.
Yeah.
And it's like,
So I'm not sure what this is. So I just
yeah,
does
that's it
seem
right there.
right to you?
Yep, that's exactly right.
Here's the very funny Bill Hader, ladies and gentlemen.
I love Bill Hader.
You
Make
know,
it big.
It seemed like every movie I
dirty to
saw
it.
in the last several months, you were in it, and good for you. That's
Oh,
just great.
thanks, buddy, thanks.
And I was wondering about the Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, Tropic Thunder,
where
yeah.
Tom Cruise. You're working with Tom Cruise. What was that experience like?
It was amazing. Like, we got to dance together.
Watch this. Watch this.
That was amazing. We had, like, you know, when you do a movie, you do table reads, you know, where, like, all the actors get together.
At the
and
beginning of
at
the
the
production?
beginning, before anything, you get together and you read through the script. And so it's like, you know, all these heavyweights, like, you know, Ben Stiller, Jack Black, Robert Downey Jr., everybody. And at the end is, like, me. Like, you know, like, hey. Just happy to be here, guys. You know, like, and some other supporting guys, and then Tom Cruise walks in,
my God.
And even those guys
Look
are
at
like,
that.
whoa,
See
he's
that.
super stoked to be there. You know, just like, yeah, oh, boom. You know, like, he's
Terrifying.
terrifying.
he's
Yeah.
just immediately excited when he walks into a room. And so he comes over and he sits next to me, and I think he had been briefed on some of the supporting guys, but he was like trying to place me, you know? So he sat down next to me, and he's like, I love your work. And I went, oh, thanks. I love your work too, Tom Cruise. Thanks. And I go, yeah, you know, I'm friends with Judd Apatow and Seth Rogen, and they went to your house. And he went, yes. They did come to my house. And I said, Seth Rogen was like, you know, it was amazing. He has like, a bike track in his backyard. It's phenomenal. and I did a Seth Rogen impression, and it was like I did a magic trick. Tom Cruise was like, yeah.
Tom
And he
Cruise is such a
points to
weirdo.
me.
It's so scary.
Yeah.
I mean, how
He goes, "You
seamlessly that
do
can go back and
impressions,
forth.
You're on Saturday Night Live." And I went, it was like he won a game show. He was like, "Yeah, Tom."
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, and I mean that's just fucking around on a show. Like
Right, and also that was, I mean, not
that's
a
a long time.
ago.
Yeah, exactly.
I
All
mean,
things considered, I mean that's 13 million views on that thing.
Yeah.
What was the date on that? Does it say how long ago it was?
Well,
Either
that
way, it doesn't
interview,
matter.
who knows when that interview was done, but
Yeah.
but when they did the deep fake,
Right, the
editing
stuff
on
onto it. Yeah.
think about what you could do with world leaders, though.
Especially, well, a couple of things. One, between people that can absolutely impersonate someone, and
Yeah.
you know, good enough to pass it by. So
Right.
you could put the voiceover onto something like that. Also, these public figures that have just hours and hours and hours of footage of them. Every word that's ever been spoken, they have, and every dialect and every inflection is out there. That you could take all those of their own words and manipulate them. You've seen them. I've seen it with like Obama, some other stuff that they were fucking around. Yeah, that they were fucking around with, and where they took bits and pieces from all of his speeches and all of his speaking engagements and things like that, and we're able to put this thing together of him saying something that he has never said.
Right.
But you would never know the difference. And with a video of him sitting there talking like he's saying it. So same thing with Nixon. They had done to show that it was something that they could do it with whatever.
Right.
That they manipulated video and all of the audio so that it was like he was standing there saying all these things that he never said.
Right.
And now you want to talk about propaganda? You want to talk about weaponizing something?
Oh.
You want to put something like that out there?
It's awesome to look at that video and go, wow, that's really cool the way it morphs like that. But at the same time,
to my core, that terrifies me.
Yeah, because you know that it's not going to just be used for hijinks and laughter.
No, right.
It's going to be weaponized by someone.
Exactly.
Imagine what they could do with Trump.
Exactly.
Think about Trump alone. Like the disdain and the hatred for him goes to people's absolute core.
Yep.
You telling me they wouldn't deep fake videos
100%.
of that guy?
And then you have to try
dropping N-bombs
you have to try
everywhere.
and defend yourself to say that wasn't you, that you didn't say that. Is this not you?
Yeah.
Yes, that's me. Is this not your voice? Yes, that's my voice. Did you not say that? No, but I never said that.
Yeah.
Can
you imagine the N-word tapes alone?
Yeah.
That they would come out with Trump. I'm shocked they haven't done it already. And then he's got to come out and be like, listen, I don't call them that, especially not on camera. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
he would do a terrible job at apologizing for it.
Yes.
That'd be the other problem.
It'd get old just being like, it's fake news. I do not call them N's, not to their face anyways, and certainly not on camera. I'm too wise for that. It was not me. This is a deep fake news. However he would do, but
even think about like Putin right now being able to use something like that of even Biden. Let's just say they're trying to say that America's out to attack them or out to get them, and all the propaganda that he's doing, to put something like that together and show it to the people and be like, see, this is what they really think of you. And you could make it look like it was one of those stupid hot mic situations or something, not at a podium necessarily saying like it was something was actually said off. You're supposed to be off camera. And you could do so many things with it.
Yeah.
And it really is terrifying.
We don't even know the depths of how nefarious you could be with something like that.
Exactly. I mean, there's point in times in there where if you paused it, you would just look at that and go, "There's Tom Cruise."
Yeah.
And not even question it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and that's, like I said, and that's just fucking around.
That's just fucking around. And think about how the technology is so cool. Like, is that what they did with Top Gun? Is that how they made what's his name? Like, even to be on camera?
Oh, I don't know how much they did.
Val Kilmer.
Yeah, he was still alive for some of that, wasn't he?
He's still alive now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I thought he died. Why did I think he already died? I thought he just passed.
Looks like he should.
I mean, yeah. Why did I think he just passed?
I don't know.
Maybe not. I knew he was fucked up, but I thought, maybe I was had in my head that he passed. But I knew he filmed it to some degree. But I'm sure they did something with, because he's not.
No, he's in no condition to be talking at all. But you think about what was the movie? It's like got Pesci in it and De Niro.
Heat.
Oh, The Irishman. Right?
Is it The Irishman? No. The latest one that what's his name did? Who's the director? Fuck it. I'm drawing a blank on his name.
I think you're talking about The Irishman, where they made him look
really made them look younger.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Technology you can see is on the cusp, but it's not quite there yet. Where it's like,
it's not perfect.
I know what you're doing. That deepfake stuff, is incredible. And if you wanted to do a flashback, when you're talking about how much footage there is of these guys and expressions,
exactly.
You could do.
And now with the programs, it used to be like if you had to go through and try and find, physically. But now, I mean, like the programs, you can just let it do it itself. Here, find this, make this happen.
Yeah.
I saw a thing. There's a guy that's got some sort of program that he's doing with music now, where he'll literally do kind of mashup stuff, whatever, essentially, but make brand new music because it's not taking it's whatever. It's hard to explain, I guess. But he'll basically take a country artist and a rap artist or something, and he'll just put it together. And then this program and a computer will spit out a new song
Oh,
of
wow.
like part of their stuff. And I mean, and every one of them fucking slaps.
Yeah.
Like that comes out. It's like they're just straight bangers coming out of this thing.
Is this like?
No, I think I know what
Van
you know what? I know
Halen.
what you're
Have you seen? I've seen some of the clips of it. I can't speak too much about it. I've only seen little bits here and there, but it's like, so I don't know all the details of how it works.
Did
but
they do like Van Halen too? Because
But it's not taking like real. I mean, it's not like just taking two real songs and mashing them up necessarily. Like it's
Right.
it's sort
Can
of
you find
taking
an
that,
example-y?
and then it's making a song based on those kind of a thing, but it's creating a whole new song.
Wow.
But based on those things, and it's the technology is there for all this
Programmers are
stuff.
taking everything. Man.
Exactly.
It's just.
Yeah.
Can you find one of those? Is that what you're trying to do?
remember.
I wouldn't even know how to look it up. Computer program,
Make
music,
song, yeah,
something. But it's just one of those things where I stumble across. I just fucking go down rabbit holes sometimes, and I stumble into weird shit. And some of those things I regret not sending it. Like I'll send you shit sometimes, and at halftime it's not even for you. It's just so that I can save it, or just a conversation piece so that it's documented somewhere, so I don't just scroll and leave it into the abyss. But that was just one of them. It's just a thing that's like.
There's some really, really creative people out there, and I can go down those rabbit holes too. There was one someone was doing with, and it might be like I follow on Twitter or something like Van Halen News Desk, and so they're always dumping stuff in. There was a Van Halen mashup one that this guy was doing.
Yeah.
And there's multiple of them, and they're fucking incredible.
So that mashup stuff's really good, man.
Yeah,
and it's amazing
very
how
cool.
because I mean, really, if you break it down, so much of the stuff, especially when it's just the 4/4 time, you know what I mean? That things line up with each other pretty easily.
Yeah,
and so it's not that crazy to find songs that sort of work together.
95% of pop songs,
right? Exactly.
Rock and roll,
so
blues.
you can. It's not that crazy to do it. That's why this one's a little different. Because it doesn't just take a mashup and put them together. Like it takes sort of the parts of this and this, and it just makes a completely different song out of it.
Yeah.
As opposed to just overlaying the two things together as like a mashup.
Yeah.
Which is still cool, but
yeah.
No lucky.
I mean, it looks like here's an article about it. I'm just trying to.
Oh, all right. No.
They don't have an example though in there.
I don't see one here, but I mean, like the thing is, AI can make music, but will it replace your favorite musician? So that's like an article about it. I just haven't found.
They don't even have any like clips or in there. Well, hey, while we're waiting, insurance. We all need it. Most of us don't know what kind of coverage we have or who even provides it. Let fellow TDC listener Brent Wasik from Wasik Insurance Services change all that. Brent has over 30 years in the business and offers all types of insurance coverage: auto, home, health, life, business, commercial, and more. So call Brent Wasik at 734-455-1900 and get a free no-obligation quote today. Again, that's 734-455-1900 and ask for Brent Wasik at Wasik Insurance.
This might be. I'm still not totally
Song
sure.
composed with AI
In
in
the
the
style
style of
of
the Beatles.
Look at I'm trying to see when it was.
I kind of remember this story actually.
Trying to see when it was published. When this article was. When this video was published, just to see if it's. This was in this article, so I'm thinking it's probably it.
This is Sony's. We're gonna get in trouble for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think that is it.
Yeah, I think what Troy's talking about is different.
Yes, I mean,
But
something
because that's
like that.
just like AI generated from scratch.
Yeah.
In the
Okay.
style of something. So you could do in the style of Eminem, in the style of the Beatles. I think that's what that's showcasing.
And that might be something like that too, to where you just you enter a type of a band or a two different bands or along the same lines as that. So that's just one that's the Beatles.
Yeah.
But you could have done one that was in the style of the Beatles and Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Something like that, and they would put it together.
Yeah.
But it's just that's where we're at, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and it's hard to know what's real anymore.
You think we're confused now?
Or it hasn't even started. Hasn't even started. You know.
And people are legit scared about what they're seeing right now. Like everything that they've known their entire existence is being challenged,
Questioned.
and questioned and shaken to its core, trying to be dismantled. It's not just you that's feeling that way. It's the vast majority of us that are feeling this way. And it's confusing, and this stuff is going to make it so much more confusing.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be,
Yeah.
I don't know how far away
blurring
they
the
are.
lines between reality and fake.
Yeah.
For whatever the other term I guess would be. But you start blurring those lines. I mean, they're already blurry enough.
Yeah.
You start blurring that more.
I wonder how long before, they attempt to do like pro football with AI.
Yeah.
To
where they just take players off the field and just make it
because
total video game
robots.
style.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wonder if it couldn't have an audience.
I don't know how. I can see somewhere along the lines where it blurs the lines. It's a hybrid between video game and real life.
Yeah.
There's already that one stupid game that Manziel's in or whatever, that league that's like the fan controlled league or
Yeah,
something where
yeah.
like they vote on like the play or something. And they have to go by the play that the fans.
Is it an
like-
actual game?
It's an actual game.
Manziel?
Like
Yeah.
John Manziel's in it. I think like T.O. I saw was playing
Yeah,
in it.
yeah.
And whatever. It's just some bullshit arena league kind of setup.
Right.
But it's
Gimmicky.
like a fan controlled league to where that's what it is. Like somehow it's interactive, and so
Right.
before every play, like the fans like vote on a play, and whatever that comes out to be is what they have to run. It's something like that. I can't.
The
I don't know.
FCF, fan controlled football.
There you go.
It began playing
Wow.
in 2021.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Where do you? Is it all online?
I don't.
I
be.
haven't seen a game televised, but I mean, it's got to be.
Sounds like something that would be cool televised.
Yeah, I mean it is. Like I
if
said,
there-
it's an arena football league like field setup.
Yeah.
Smaller, with the indoor and all that.
It says over the course of its 7-game regular season, FCF said it generated 250,000 downloads of its app and received more than 2.4 million live viewers across its platforms, which are Twitch, NBC XL, and then Fubo TV, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, there's somewhere
Yeah.
if you actually found it, but
Yeah. I'd check it out. Sounds
Yeah.
interesting.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know how. I'd love to be able to get in there and control it.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. With real players. Yeah.
Throw a bomb. Hail Mary every play. Just
Every
look for
play.
Hail Mary every play.
Yeah.
There was this fucking, I don't know if you remember the Sega CD at all. That was a very kind of, I think,
Sega CD?
There was a Sega CD.
Sega?
Sega, yeah, sorry,
Oh
Sega.
my god,
Okay.
I was so confused.
Yeah.
Sega. I always-
Sega.
Sega?
Sega.
I always
like the
pronounce
game
it Sega.
console?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I always
Sega.
pronounce it Sega, I guess. But
Okay.
Sega
Sure.
TV or Sega CD, and it was, I think, their first attempt, I'm guessing, at like doing a disc, like a PlayStation and stuff. Like, but they were cartridges before that. And I remember at the time thinking this was so badass, but they had like a football game, and I think it was 49ers versus Dallas or something.
Yeah.
And it was like
Great matchup.
And you could pick the plays, and then they'd show you a video of a play. And I remember thinking, this is badass. You're like,
Wait,
watching.
you pick the play like post route, and
Right,
they'd show
sure.
you a
and they would just show you a video.
So like of
Of,
an
like,
actual
the
post
Cowboys
route of
running-
Cowboys
But it wouldn't
versus
always
Niners.
be exactly the same. But at the very beginning, I was like, "This is badass! It's so real. It's like I'm watching movies." But I was like, "But then you're not really doing anything. You're just
Yeah.
picking a play." And then the video would like I said, sometimes it'd be like, "Oh, I'd run to the right," and it'd kind of do that, but the videos would switch on and off.
Sounds like a lot of time.
I mean, it one of those things. You know how those things are at the beginning. Like I said, I bet not many people had. I only had some of these consoles because of the video store.
Right.
Honestly.
Yeah,
gonna say.
obviously.
Sega.
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 Sega Genesis.
Maybe. Yeah.
It's Sega now.
It could be Sega.
Yeah.
Maybe
Who's
I've
gonna
been.
think of
Maybe,
Sega?
hey, maybe the rest of the
Everyone
world's
says-
been saying it wrong for the whole life. Maybe you had it right
Dude,
all along.
do you think I have called Domino's ever since you called it Domino's? No, dude, it's fucking
Fats
Domino's.
Domino's.
Yeah, you
Yes.
call them Fats Domino. It's Domino's Pizza. Like, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, doesn't it? What was I saying? Sega.
Yeah.
You were
I
saying
was saying
Sega.
Sega.
You were
Oh
saying
no, it is
Sega.
Sega. Yeah, Sega. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for clarifying.
I was trying to. I had to say in my head. I had to.
All right, I have to satisfy a very particular
Sega Genesis.
Sega Genesis. Yeah, go for some of that right now. I have to satisfy quench the thirst of some of our listener base
All right.
with the alphabet community.
Okay.
Yep. Representative Dan Frankel, a Democrat from Pennsylvania, recently interviewed a self-described alphabet advocate. I mean, there's so many letters and
Yeah.
pluses.
I know.
I'm
They just keep adding to it,
not
too.
doing it. Yeah.
I thought the plus covered that, by the way. Like, why do you keep adding fucking letters?
Yeah.
The plus should have
That's
just
what the
been
plus
all
is.
encompassing.
Yeah. So whatever crazy bullshit you want to tie onto the end of it,
Yep.
plus. You're a plus.
Plus. Exactly.
Yeah. And okay. and pediatrician. Wonderful.
Oh, good.
At a children's hospital in Pittsburgh, who said children can begin to medically transition genders as early as 10 years old. And minor females can have those, just pluck them little buds right out.
Get them out of there.
Which is fantastic news. I love the idea of taking your 10-year-old daughter who goes, Mommy, I'm a boy. And it's like, all right, let's get over to the Pittsburgh Children's
I
Hospital.
want to play football.
Just
all right,
pluck them
let's do
titties. Get them, nip them buds. Just
Pop them right out.
pop them right out of
You
there.
ain't got to worry about them titties no more.
Hell no. Gone. They gone. They gone. Dr. Gerald Montano explained to Franco what gender-affirming care looks like for children at 5 and 10 years old.
Is that Hannah's dad?
Yeah. Yeah, man. What were they? That was Hannah Montana. No, it was Montano.
Tony Montano?
Tony Montano. For 5 to 10-year-olds. Oh, my God.
Get the fuck out of here.
I love it.
5 to 10.
5 to 10-year-olds doing surgery on their little tiny bodies.
Ridiculous.
Montano said rather than providing medical intervention for a 5-year-old, doctors refer the child to a therapist who explores their so-called gender identity to make them feel comfortable with how they feel about themselves. For a 10-year-old, that really depends on where they are in puberty, because for some people, especially those who are assigned female at birth, these pesky doctors, they got to stop assigning at birth.
Yeah, right. Just
You know what I mean?
guessing. It's just guesswork.
It's just guesswork. We haven't figured this out yet.
Fucking Bush League.
Yeah, it
How dare
totally
you.
is.
How dare you?
They might start having signs of puberty, and then there is a discussion on whether or not puberty blockers may be warranted for that individual, because they can become really distressed
Nothing. Don't worry about
if they're starting to develop secondary sex characteristics that really distresses them. What are you doing?
I know
over
he
there?
started staring at me. Now he's
I
giving
haven't
me
said a word.
You know, don't.
he started staring at me.
Yeah, dude. Do I need to separate you two? Don't make me come back there.
It's funny watching him get uncomfortable.
Yeah, he gets very.
I don't
know.
love it when people stare
Don't
at
take
me.
the bait, Isis.
Sorry. Well, you know, he did kind of... Well, never mind. Go ahead.
Dude, your goat is on full display right now, and you're letting him get your goat for no reason.
Yeah.
Got him.
He's just looking at you.
Just looking at you.
Right.
Hang on to your goat,
Okay.
Isis.
Thank you.
And you grow up. You know how easy it is to obtain
know.
his goat. Just
I
knock
know.
it off. Montano said the vast majority of surgeries are not done until the child turns 18 years old. They're dying to get in there before that, but the vast majority, they got to. You're not getting my goat, fucker. The exception is top surgery, okay? We can do
Yep.
top surgery. We can pluck them titties out, no problem, at 5 and 10.
I can't even do it. There we go.
Not every trans person or gender non-binary individuals need to go through surgery. Oh, yes, they do.
Post haste.
Yeah, otherwise they're not real. I'm saying that. How about that?
Okay.
Until you go through the surgery,
Yeah, right.
you're not real.
You're just a cross dresser.
Yeah. Who doesn't have the balls to fucking go through with it?
Well, ironic how that term works out.
Right? And again, at the end of the day, it's an intensely personal decision that they have to take make themselves feel affirmed in their gender identity. And despite the U.S. FDA issuing warnings last month that puberty blockers could cause a little brain swelling, loss of vision, serious risk for children injecting the hormone, Montano claimed the hormones are absolutely safe, completely reversible, no long-term effects after usage stops. Hey, that's all the evidence I need.
Sure.
This guy does not have an agenda. I mean, he's an expert in
Right.
gender-affirming care.
Isn't this isn't it the same things they use for the castration?
The Lupron.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
reversible then, clearly, right? You can be uncastrated, I think.
No.
No? No?
No.
Oh. Huh.
No.
Oh, I must be confused.
Yeah, but no, Dr. Montano says
yeah.
totally reversible, and as soon as
Oh.
you stop taking it, you're good to go.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So what does
like
the
I said,
FDA know?
I must be totally confused. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. My
so,
bad.
no, this guy who doesn't have a dog in the fight, obviously. No,
No,
it's not. It's
definitely not in his
pertaining
best interest at
directly to
all.
his field.
Yeah.
Making these decisions and giving these interviews. I mean, hell, he's talking about plucking titties out of 5 and 10-year-olds. So
Yep.
obviously he knows what he's doing, and is just playing it down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And while there are thousands of reports about how damaging these hormone blockers are and how devastating they are to the human body,
Fake news.
fake news. This is talk about deep fake news.
I mean, this is a pediatrician, right? Do no harm,
Yes.
clearly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
an
yeah.
expert in his field.
Hey.
Subject matter expert, if you will.
The only harm he's going to do is if he doesn't affirm someone's gender.
That's correct.
Especially a child.
Yep.
I mean, we listen to children when they tell us something. If a
course.
child comes to you and says, the bad man touched me here. We don't blow them off because they're a child. If they say, I don't want a penis anymore, we'll cut it off,
Yep.
stupid.
Sure.
I mean, they're kids. They know what they want,
Yep.
right?
So who are we to question?
Yeah, even at 18. I mean, I made some of the most sound decisions of my life at 18.
Clearly.
Some of the most sound decisions. I can't think of a single decision I made when I was 18, 19, 20 years old that I have regrets about.
Not one?
Can you?
No. God, no.
No.
No. Maybe the man I am today.
Yeah. I mean, we were on top of things. We knew what was best for ourselves.
We saw the big picture.
Oh,
long
yeah.
term. We were definitely long term minded.
Right.
Yes.
There. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was not just about what was going to happen tonight and tomorrow. Like, we usually planned out, like, okay, we're going to get shit-faced tonight.
Yeah.
Then we're going to wake up at 10, and we're going to go to and play volleyball at the park.
Yep.
Why is
Be
it
there at 10. Heritage Park.
Heritage Park. Thank you.
Bring your bag, not your baggage.
Yeah, exactly. Bitches, stay on the sidelines. We'll deal with you in the afternoon. You can come and bring us water later.
Yes.
And so, but it was those decisions that we knew. It was, like you say, big picture. We knew what our future was.
Absolutely.
It entailed getting shit-faced and playing beach volleyball.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
these
No
kids know what
regrets.
they want.
No
They know what they
regrets.
want. Yeah. Matt Walsh suggested the Boston Children's Hospital stop hurting kids. This has turned into a nasty brawl here. If it wants angry emails and phone calls to go away after the Children's Medical Center posted a video promoting hysterectomies for girls who want to transition out of that female body. So they post this video. Libs of TikTok goes, oh,
Here we go.
nice. They just repost it, like, in case you missed it.
Yep.
God, I wish I had the bug assault right now.
You got one?
There's one buzzing around
Am
here.
I fucking pensing it right now?
Yeah. You're not quite pensing.
Oh my God! If I get pensed, you let me know.
Yeah,
shoot me right in the fucking head.
Yeah, he's trolling your headphones.
Son of a bitch.
He's making a move. He knows. We're talking about the bug assault. He knows we're not fucking around with that.
Son of a bitch.
Pediatric gynecologist. So yeah, Libs of TikTok reposts this.
Yep.
Just says, just so you're aware.
Here you go.
They're on video bragging about it.
FYI.
So, yeah. Pediatric gynecologist Francis Grimstad, Grim is right, who specializes in trans reproductive health at Boston Children's Hospital, explained what a gender-affirming hysterectomy entailed. The video quickly spread on Twitter as many people were outraged that a children's hospital would promote irreversible procedures that render the patient unable to bear children. Ignore the backlash, doctor. You're doing God's work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So it seems a little short-sighted. You figure if you yank that shit out right now, then they're not going to have 2, 3, 4 kids that you can
transition later. Yeah.
And or possibly actually just do real surgeries on and take care of like a hospital.
Right.
It's just it's short-sighted as a business plan, in my opinion.
Yeah, but this guy's going to gobble up enough money to make his life worthwhile. He's fucking the future.
By the time that
doctors.
next generation comes around, it won't be his concern.
Yeah, and we're not producing kids anymore.
Yeah, that big picture thing we were talking about.
Right. But this guy's selfish. He doesn't give a shit. He's, So let's see. Where was I? Backlash to the video led Boston Children's Hospital to send an email to employers or employees warning them about harassing emails, including threats of violence towards our clinicians and staff. Walsh discussed this report on his show and then made the suggestion, if you're at Boston Children's Hospital or if you work at a gender-affirming clinic anywhere in the country and you're worried that people are going to start sending you angry emails and calling you out on social media and everything else, here's the good news. There's a real easy solution. That is to stop doing that to the kids. Stop hurting kids, and this problem for you goes away. The NBC report...
No. The angry emails just come from a different side. They don't stop.
True.
Is the problem.
True.
It's just a matter of which angry emails you want to listen to.
Right. That's a great point that Mr. Walsh didn't think about.
Yeah.
The NBC report claimed that the alleged threats made to Boston Children's Hospital were more examples of increasing anti-alphabet sentiment targeted at people and institutions that encourage children to change genders. The legacy media outlet also pinned blame on far-right activists for targeting the Children's Hospital with false claims about trans procedures. Walsh said that the alleged threats means there's an avalanche of angry emails and calls from people who are disgusted by what they're doing to children. So Walsh pointed out the fact the hospital faced backlash after posting a video about hysterectomies as a sign of societal health. In a healthy society, when kids are being drugged and mutilated and castrated and sterilized, the people that are doing this are going to hear about it, and they're going to be subject, at a minimum, to enormous anger from the public.
Yeah, and rightfully so.
Yeah. I wouldn't say rightfully so, but I understand a lot of you feel that way.
Yeah, I know.
I think
I know. You think they're doing the right thing.
yeah, I want them to really ramp it up. I can't stress that enough.
Sure.
And by the way, for that, Libs of TikTok has been banned for life from Facebook.
Have they really?
Yeah.
No way. For
Yeah.
that one, or just
Yeah.
that's their final straw?
I guess.
Again, I would love to know what community standard violation they violated.
They are, by doing this,
Inciting violence? Is
yeah,
that hate speech?
Yes.
Ironic, since you're
because
just-
people then finally find out about it instead of the fucking 50 people who would have seen it before.
Yeah.
Now a couple
But
million
but
see
they
it.
put it out there. It's public video.
Right.
And it's shareable,
Right.
right? I assume
And you would
there's-
think the people that originally made the video would want people to share it.
You would
just to be
think.
proud of their
Isn't that the whole
opinions.
point of putting something out there, is that you want it to be seen by as many people as possible?
That's usually the
generally
goal.
the way that goes. I would
Usually
think
the
they're
goal.
doing them a favor by
Yeah.
expanding their base.
Yeah. And what these people are finding out, that once they're out of their little bubble and their little echo chamber, there's a whole lot of people who think they're fucking psychotic assholes
Yep.
who are grooming children for God knows what.
Yep.
And
at a very
that
minimum,
comes back to
half the
hard.
country.
Yeah.
At a bare minimum, half the country.
And I think it's time for the community
Yep. And
itself
it's probably
to come
more than
out
that.
swinging, man. Come out swinging. I was talking to the Woke Bay about this, and he gets fucking livid because he's like, you have to speak out about this stuff, especially if you're in the community, because if we can't speak out about it, and because it's sickening to people like me and a lot of gay people I know that this kind of shit is going on. It's absolutely grooming behavior. It's obvious to us as well. And I'm like, dude, it's going to have to be your community.
It
that
has to
steps
come
up.
from- exactly.
Because he's worried that people that are allies currently, you, me, Isis, the more this keeps going down this road, you're going to lose actual allies. It's
true.
And he's like, that opens me up for violence and danger from people that would be, an ally historically. I'm like, yeah, man, it's
Absolutely
not going
right.
anywhere good.
Yep. Well, I mean, when you just want to lump it all together, right? This whole the alphabet community. You know? Fine. When it was just your sexual preference is basically what it came down
LGB.
to. LGB.
LGB
right?
was all that mattered.
That was it. That was your sexual preference. Well, now
Yeah.
they're just starting to add everything onto it, and they're all getting lumped in together, and that's a big fucking window.
And that's a big fucking bowl of mental illness too.
Yeah, a lot of it.
When you start tailing off these letters, it's getting deeper into some
Exactly.
serious mental illness
Yep.
shit.
And the
I don't know-
LGBs are
I don't-
like,
yeah,
hey,
the
man,
LGBs.
fuck, don't lump me in with these fucking Martians, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not. I just suck dicks, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck's this got to do with
I
me?
love the taste of cum.
Right?
Why am I fucking sitting here getting questioned about maps?
Yep.
What the
Fuck's
fuck
it got
are
to do
you
to
talking
me?
about?
Fuck's it got to do with me?
Yeah.
Get
I'm not
your
a-
own fucking group, man.
I'm not a kid fucker. Why are you asking me about maps? How did they get tied onto the end of the fucking alphabet?
Right? I suck
Shane
grown
here.
dick. That's it.
Yeah, man dick. I love big fucking man dicks. Simple as that. I don't want some.
Yeah, and they're just glomming on. They're just adding
Yeah.
fucking letters as willy nilly
What
to
are
the
they
end
going to
of
do
this
when they
thing.
run out of letters? There's only 26 letters in the
There's already
alphabet.
a plus. There's already a plus. It's already covered. They'll
Are
start
they going
putting
to go to
numbers.
like at symbols and
Right,
shit?
Roman numerals. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. They'll just make their own
Roman
shit
numerals.
up.
It's crazy.
Oh, well.
But yeah, Libs of TikTok blown out.
Oh,
Congressman
that's crazy,
suspended
dude.
In the week of recent posts regarding the Boston hospital, the person behind the account, who they doxed, Chai Raychik, she's actually a Brooklyn real estate agent.
Oh, really?
She probably doesn't have to do that for very long. My
Yep.
guess is people are starting to back her. Like, no, they're not going to be able to blow you out.
Yeah.
So there's some big people getting behind her. Announced that they were no longer able to access the account on Wednesday. So if you're a little confused, if you go on Facebook, it's still there, Libs of TikTok. She's just not able to go in and do anything.
Okay.
She can't go in and post, comment.
So it's a dead deal. It's what's there is there, but nothing new.
Yeah.
Okay.
They suspended our account. We immediately appealed. Within 2 minutes, they answered that we're suspended for good.
I know how that feels.
Yeah, right?
Immediately. Like, oh, you really put some fucking thought into that one, didn't you?
She says,
Right.
With your auto fucking response. Jesus.
I'm sure we got a full and fair review.
Of course,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
exactly how you and I both felt when they did it to us. Rachel clarified that while the page is indeed still alive, she's unable to access it and apparently will not be able to ever again. So this goes, based on the story we were just talking about, the Boston Hospital.
I'm sure the appeal process will be fair and free and balanced.
Right.
Be able to appeal this and
Well, what liberals are really pushing hard for is for libs of TikTok to be banned from Twitter.
no.
Yeah, they want libs of TikTok because that's where the main
I know. That's
shit
what
is.
at.
And so they've been asking Twitter to do the same as Facebook. Erin Reed, who describes herself as an activist.
Okay.
Okay, so you went to college and got a degree in activism. Awesome.
Yep.
You're going to be a huge help to society. Queer legislative researcher also and a mother. She tweeted they are leading a violent
Queer
campaign.
legislative researcher? Was that
Queer
that?
legislative researcher.
All right, cool. Put
So
that one on the resume.
So she just reads like fucking. She just goes in the back of the class and reads fucking gay magazines.
I guess so.
Is that what that means?
Yeah. It's
She's
just legislature. It's
well,
laws and shit, not just literature.
queer legislative researcher.
Yeah.
So she's looking for stuff to legislate. So she goes into the fucking, what's a good homo magazine, gay magazine? Sorry, I can't say homo.
Playgirl?
Playgirl. No.
I don't know.
I'm thinking,
Vanity Fair.
I don't
Good
really
housekeeping.
know they're gay magazines.
Red Book. What are we
Jesus,
talking?
look up gay magazines, popular gay publications. He says, I don't know if there are any gay magazines.
No,
What?
probably not.
Well, I didn't mean it like that, but I mean,
Yeah.
And I'm looking for hardcore, too.
I wonder what some of these fucking
know-
titles are going to be.
What's the fucking gay bar name? Like the
Manhole?
The Manhole, yeah. Like Manhole magazine. The blue
Oyster?
Oyster magazine.
I mean, he's like
Why do I know all these?
I don't
Gay
know.
Times, I guess.
Oh, the Gay Times.
Oh, there you go. DNA.
DNA.
What's that stand for? What the fuck's DNA stand for? Dicks, nuts, ass?
I was thinking Dick's Not, and I was trying to think of a female body part that
Dicks,
starts
nuts,
with
and
an A.
ass.
Dicks, Nuts, and Ass, yeah. The Advocate.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
sorry,
big one. Yeah, you're blowing by shit, Easus.
Sorry.
Out There magazine.
Well, it's just Out magazine.
Just out.
No, but down is Out There
now there's
magazine.
Out There. Okay.
Yep.
Keep going.
These are the top 10, apparently, by the way.
Okay. Metro
Metro
Source.
Source.
Oh, look at that.
Christ.
She looking at me? Looking at you? Is he
No.
looking at me or looking at you?
I don't know what he heard.
What's in your
looking
gym
at.
bag?
Yeah.
Nuts.
Keep going.
We
Plus. Okay, the Plus is getting represented. Plus Magazine is a leading provider of HIV-related health information serving
good.
consumers, AIDS, service organizations, policymakers, and healthcare professionals. They cover everything from amazing HIV plus individuals, to fighting stigma. Blah blah blah. We are family.
We are
Family. The song was gay. Might as well have the magazine named after it.
I got all my bitches in me.
So they are leading a violent campaign against children's hospitals, interrupting service. They're being called out by national media. Twitter must follow. It will be complicit in what is to come. Alejandro Caraballo wrote, Facebook has permanently suspended libs of TikTok. Even Meta steps into act, you know it's bad. Your move at Twitter safety.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. The claims are based off of videos from the hospital's YouTube account that discuss medical care provided to trans patients. The video has since been removed from Boston Children's YouTube page. Why?
Oh, yeah.
Why would you remove it? Stand by your work.
Exactly.
I mean,
There's nothing wrong with it.
No.
It's just not worth the backlash.
Okay.
Just got rid of it.
Yeah.
Some people just can't handle it. It's just not fair.
A hysterectomy, by the way, for those that don't know, it's an operation to remove the uterus.
Yeah. Pluck that fucker right out of there.
University of Cal San Francisco said in 2016 that it is considered by World Professional Association for Transgender Health to be a medically necessary component of gender-affirming surgical therapy for trans men. Fact. Remove all uteruses.
They rip a uterus out and shove a prostate in there. Is that how that works?
I don't know if they bother.
No?
I don't know.
Clearly not.
I don't know.
Hey, this part of the show is brought to you by The Party Pub. If you want to impress everyone at your grad party, wedding reception, poker night, MMA viewing party, or any other reason, you need to contact The Party Pub. It's a massive inflatable pub that can be set up wherever you choose. They also have all the best party games, beanbag toss, badminton, giant inflatable screens, axe throwing, and much, much more. Call Jeff El Jefe at 586-524-6701 or visit thepartypubrentals.com and take your event to the next level. Tell them TDC sent you and you get 10% off and 2 free games.
We talk a lot about dicks being cut off.
I know.
You know?
Probably a bit too much.
No, I disagree vehemently.
I see that.
But this is a story about dicks being cut off in a totally unrelated way.
Like Garpish?
Like Bobbitish.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay.
What's Garpish?
World According to Garp? Remember that one?
No.
He got fucking just getting head and got rear-ended by the car and she bit his dick off.
Oh, yeah.
World According to Garp?
I do remember that.
An old school movie. That's before your time. Young buck.
A mother hacked off her boyfriend's genitalia. I think this means cock and balls.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, mom did it to him? Just
So she's a mom.
they didn't have
She's got a
insurance?
boyfriend,
Okay.
and she cut his dick and balls off with a kitchen knife to teach him a lesson.
Yeah, that's a lesson, all right.
So the mom
You don't
came
put your
home.
dick in anybody else but me.
Yeah, he was trying to put his dick in her 14-year-old daughter.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a good lesson.
Yeah.
Yep.
So are you in favor of this? Should she face charges for this?
Well, that is a tricky one.
That's a permanent penalty. I mean,
That
that's
is a situation where I would voluntarily take a jury of my peers. That's what I will do. I will take this to trial, and I will put this to a jury of my
it's
peers.
in Uttar Pradesh in India.
Oh,
So
well,
I don't know.
yeah, I don't know how the fuck that works.
Yeah.
But, there's plenty of peers, but...
Yeah. So the
why-
30
that seemed like that might be legal in India.
maybe
14-year-old?
Well, she's going to have people championing for her. Like, how dare this guy try to stick his dick in your daughter?
Right.
You know, like the 36. I don't know why they would talk like that in
I don't
India.
know. Yeah, exactly.
You know? How dare you?
In the,
like some
in the
angry
ghetto
black
of
woman.
India.
Yeah.
In the hoods of India.
The 36-year-old mother came home just in time to catch her 32-year-old boyfriend in the act against her daughter. She had been living with him for the previous 2 years since separating from her alcoholic husband.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Some stars there.
Yeah, she's picking winners left
Yep.
and right, you
Yep.
know? I was working in the farm when the incident
go.
took place. Fortunately, I returned home in nick of time and caught him red-handed.
Red-dicked.
Yeah, he was just, I mean, he's at that point, you know, when you're first
Just going in.
just going in and it's like, oh, this is the greatest
the
moment.
service.
It's the greatest moment in my life. And all of a sudden,
man.
no. Fucking cut your dick and balls, right? What was he sitting there like, all right, you got me.
Yeah, I don't know
Right,
how.
right.
Right?
You
And
know?
exactly. How do you...
Would you plow through anyways? Like, if you saw her coming through the door raging, would you just go like, well, I'm
don't
already
know,
at the fucking
right?
entrance to the fucking...
It
to the,
depends
to
on
the-
how close I was to all the way in and how close I was to fucking blowing, probably.
Yeah.
But
try
I-
a quick,
I do
like
question-
jackrabbit and finish it off really
I
quick.
mean...
Knowing
so-
you're fucked either way.
So this didn't happen, like, in his sleep?
No. She's working in the farm out back.
I get it. She comes home and catches him. I'm talking about her chopping off his cock and balls.
Yeah.
Like, was just straight up...
In the moment,
What
you
kind
mean,
of-
like versus
like,
she
d-
yelled at him then like that night.
Listen, I will not... I will go on record as saying the only time I will hit a bitch is if she's trying to cut off my cock and balls. I will knock her the fuck out.
Really?
Really?
That's the only time?
I mean,
There's probably 100 reasons to knock a bitch out.
I listen. Okay, I mean,
Not that you
this
should,
is
but-
definitely one of them. It's just it's the only one off the top of my
Well,
head.
what if she's trying, but she's not there yet, and she's not probably going to be able to get you? Still tag her just for the
Listen,
attempt?
Well, listen, she got there. She cut the dick and balls off.
Yeah.
Fuck's he doing?
Well, her panicked boyfriend even tried to attack her as she fought to protect her daughter from him. So I brought a knife out from kitchen and chopped off his private parts to teach him a lesson. I have no regrets for what I did.
What kind of pussy is this guy?
Yeah.
You know, like he's kind of manly. He's fucking banging the daughter, right? Like
He's trying.
I mean, trying to at least.
And
was
he's
right
probably
there.
been banging her for 2 years.
exactly
know
right.
what I mean?
She could be absolutely complicit in this whole thing.
And you're trying to pull this off. You're trying to bang the 14-year-old daughter, which might be legal in India for all I know.
I just don't understand.
Trying
how
to bang the 14-year-old daughter while mom's in the backyard picking fucking peas.
I don't understand how she gets to the cock and balls with a knife. I mean, I just don't understand.
His condition is critical.
You
by
can
the way.
stab. Well, yeah, you'll bleed the fuck out.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
I've nicked my balls shaven. And
You can
yeah,
stab
dude,
me. You
it'll
can,
bleed.
do that kind. But how you just cut the dick and balls off without?
Yeah. Unfortunately, the story ends right here. Condition of the accused is critical, and he may be moved to lock now. Like we know what that is. I'm assuming that's a fucking hospital, medical service.
Might even be a
area.
city for all the hell we know.
Yeah, for further treatment. It is unclear if the mother will face any charges.
Yeah. Again, that's another one I'd say. Take me to the jury of the peers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can remember.
But what is your opinion? What do you think, E? Seems a bit harsh. She's being judge, jury, and executioner.
I mean, no, you don't, dude. If she walks in these fucking.
Hey, listen.
Going
How
to
do you know
town
the
there.
14-year-old wasn't like walking around in a little thong and a fucking big old indie bush fucking blasting out of that thing?
True.
Like, give it to
I
me,
don't
daddy.
know that she wasn't.
Yeah.
Give it to me, daddy.
That's true.
And,
Yeah.
and then can you really blame the
But-
guy at this point? I mean,
Well,
But it's
I'm
your,
just
as an
saying.
adult, it's your job to.
He's just
saying.
look up the legal age of consent in Uttar Pradesh,
I'm
India.
just gonna look up India. I don't know how to.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't even bother. I don't even think I could do Uttar Pradesh.
Well, UTTER.
oh, it's T. I would have thought D.
No, I don't think so.
Well,
I
you're
think it's-
reading it. That's cheating.
No. I'm looking for it now. Yeah, UTTAR.
I'm just gonna do India.
PRADESH.
I think there has
It's actually, to
be
be technical, it's in the Mahevganaj
It's 18.
area.
Yeah, it's
18.
18.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised.
So, dude, there's 1 billion people in India.
Yeah.
There's more. It's massive. So, like here, it's like 12 in Georgia, 16 in Ohio, 18 here. You're telling. That's why I was. Look up Mahevganaj area of Lakhimpur Kari, Uttar Pradesh state.
Yeah, you got
Looks
that.
like it's 18.
Got it. 18.
18.
I mean, listen, you can't just go around chopping dicks all willy nilly.
Sets bad precedent.
But and
Well, just like you'd say
well,
you would punch a girl
listen,
over this, I would
if
say
she's if the daughter's like on all fours, just fucking screaming, "Give it to me!"
Bucking back.
Then okay. I mean, if he's got her, if he beat her and raped her, that's a completely different story. I mean, not that either one is necessarily okay, but chopping the dick off should be reserved for the rapers.
And that's premeditated because I think you're right that she would have had to have done this. He's sleeping.
I'm curious of how this all went down. It had to have been,
Yeah.
this has got to be Bobbitt style because there's no way. There's just no way. I don't care. You can have you could be Edward fucking Scissorhands. You're not chopping off my dick. Never.
Yeah.
Not
I would
awake anyway.
No.
If I'm sleeping,
And think about that too, Troy, because
you're half asleep and she just starts giving you that little stroke, stiff. You're like, oh yeah.
well, think about it. She walks in. She walks in at the nick of time, catches him red-handed. He's like got the tip at the fucking walls, right? Tip is breaking through the curtains.
Yeah.
And she catches him in the nick of time, and he starts to fight her because he knows that he's going to be killed. So you get from that point, you're not cutting it off then, even though he's rock at the moment.
Yeah, sure.
Be a good time. But in that moment, you're not going to be able to do that. He's going to be fucking flailing. And
I would think.
So the only way is in bed. So you're telling me.
This guy went and laid down with her
With
that
her
night,
that
and
night?
trusted it.
Yeah.
I have questions.
This is on
so
him.
many questions.
Yeah, a lot of questions.
Yeah. Either way, this is on him. All of
I
it's
was
on
curious
him.
what the youngest age of consent in general would be, and so this is like a map of these are the homosexuals ones where you can't have gay sex or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But like this is like a map.
Wait, the
of-
black ones are?
yeah.
So wait, there's 9 somewhere? What's 9?
I don't think there is. Or maybe there must
There's
be.
got to be a
yeah.
brown.
Must
What's
be.
brown?
Yeah, there must be because it's there. You're right.
Because there's even something's 13 over there in South
See,
America.
we get down. Oh, trying to. Dang it.
You're doing so good with the Zoom thing.
Well,
I love that there's a differentiation between heterosexual and
What's-
right,
homosexual.
Yeah. What's Thailand?
Well, wait. So wait, go down. What's orange? Orange is 13. There's a lot of fucking or 14.
14.
Sorry, I was looking on the wrong side.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a lot of 14.
Oh, all over Africa.
13, dude, right here.
Africa, South
Right,
America.
13 looks like here.
Yeah.
That might be the.
Is that Africa?
Is that
or Brazil?
gray? Well,
That's
wait.
Africa.
That's gray. What are you talking about? That's the.
Oh,
that's
okay, I couldn't
whatever
tell.
So
America is.
gray, yeah, the U.S. is gray. What is gray?
Varies by state.
Very
okay.
Illegal at any age is black.
Well,
so
that's a
yeah.
homo
So that's
stuff.
for the homo ones.
That's the homo ones. No homo.
Yeah, they don't. They're seriously no homo.
So what's red, and then I'm trying to think what's red and gray. Okay, so red is 16. It's funny because like this area, man, this is all 16, and then this little area is 18.
Africa, and then Brazil has a nice little. What was red again?
16.
16, yeah.
16, whatever. 16's bullshit. We'll get down to the 13s.
Yeah.
You we're still looking for a vacation destination?
Maybe. I'm thinking Thai boys. You know what I mean? Thailand, isn't that where
See, purple. What was purple? Purple was real young, right? 12.
12.
Dude.
Okay.
Somewhere
All right.
over
Now we're
here.
talking.
Where was the purple?
Somewhere in
Click it.
Africa here.
Can you click it?
Oh, that's blue.
That's pretty purple.
Is that the purple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in the.
What's
in
the low- I'm trying to
Bondo
see
and-
what the-
Oh yeah, that's got to be the 12 because it's the only
12.
color that's close to it.
There
Oh,
must
fucking
be one of these.
Bondo
Can't you
and-
click
Bondo
on
and
one
the
of those
Congo.
colors and have it
It doesn't-
highlight
it
where it
doesn't seem to
is?
do it,
Like,
but
this
like-
isn't interactive enough.
By the way, sorry, Wikipedia, but I think that one looks brown. Oh, damn it.
What'd you do?
I was trying to zoom in because there was one that looked brown to me in there.
That was the homosexual one.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't, man.
They just make it black. It's like, don't even think about it. Don't even think about coming in here.
Okay, what just fucking happened?
Well, I went in there and it still zoomed in like a motherfucker.
We've got to get to some email anyways. We're
Yeah.
going late.
Let's get out of here. We'll save this for another conversation.
Yeah, we'll come back to this. We'll circle back,
Circle back
Saki
Saki.
on this. Yeah, because that's interesting.
We'll do some research on.
I mean,
where's
honestly,
the youngest.
I know the Vatican recently changed their age of consent from 12 to 18 recently. But, I mean, if your age of consent is 9, 10, like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, exactly. I
Why,
gotta look
why,
at that
why
a
would you
little
even have
closer.
one?
And if there's nowhere on that map that is 9, why would you put 9 on there? There
It's
has
gotta
to be a
you're
9
right, it's gotta
somewhere
be.
on
Has
there.
to be.
Somewhere on the
All right.
And there's a lot of people
To the
interested.
Astronome file,
Yeah,
Jesus.
a lot of people interested to find out, wait, where was that 9?
What?
You
Where was that 9?
I mean,
Maybe it's, that guy that claimed that land and put a flag in it
Yes.
for his daughter. Maybe it's there.
right.
Maybe.
That piece of land he claimed that no one would claim.
You're right. It wouldn't be on the chart if it wasn't up here somewhere.
You would think, right? You
Yeah.
just got to do some like super zooming in there somewhere.
All right, first email. Enough already.
Uh-oh. Are we being scolded?
Hey, Mike, enough with this fucking retard hijacking the show. He's probably talking about Troy.
I think so.
We're 20 minutes into today's show, and it's just been the tard talking about how he can't pronounce names and what his plans are after his parents die. It's unlistenable. Give me trans stories so I can be outraged. With love.
I disagree with that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? I mean, it's not like you have a dog in this fight.
What do you mean?
Would that be Bone Job?
Oh well. Your credibility is lost when you can't say one nice thing about me when all the
All
emails
right.
are negative.
There's the challenge.
your
There's the
credibility is
challenge.
lost, sir.
Pablo, do you accept the challenge, Pablo?
I think you need to have one nice thing said, and then
Oh.
I can take the constructive criticism.
Yeah, so that would
There you go.
that's all it will take.
Ball's in
He's
your
got-
court.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great this is what we call an olive branch.
Yep.
This is an olive
Exactly
branch
right.
moment.
Yep.
We're going to see if Pablo will take this olive branch and can come up with a genuine compliment for Big E, which
Right.
will then give him
It
credibility.
has to be a real compliment, not a backhanded compliment.
Well, you didn't specify. You just said a
Well,
compliment.
I just specified now.
Maybe he can come up with a list of compliments. You don't know.
That would be nice.
Maybe.
Does it count if it's like, oh, I like the weird gray pubes in his beard?
Yeah, that's good.
That is good. That
That
would work.
counts?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Okay, so any compliment is good for you.
Yeah.
I said other than a backhanded. Doesn't have to be real.
Okay.
And we'll be the judge
Yeah.
of whether it's a legitimate compliment or not.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Okay.
you're biased. You can't be the judge of that.
No, I'll be the judge. T and I can co-counsel.
Sure.
Did you want me to do this last one? It's a little lengthy, but I did promise an religious segment, which
Yeah.
really has legs. We haven't done it in a couple days.
I know. Yeah, let's get it out of the way.
Let's get it out of the
I
way.
need to
Okay.
get my swerve on.
Before the weekend.
Exactly.
Oh, nice pick me up before the weekend.
Yep.
Come on, Isis. Where's my music?
Here we go.
Biggie's question, and a few people emailed this in.
Gotcha.
Okay, so this is just one example instead of rereading the same thing. over.
Okay.
Biggie's question answered from the Bible about why we speak different languages. Genesis. You ever fucking looked at Genesis chapter
I've read
11?
a few.
Verses 1 through 9?
I skimmed it.
specifically?
Love Phil Collins.
Right.
Studio. Is that Phil? Or, no, that's just Phil.
Oh, okay.
It's not Genesis.
Is it?
Yeah, shit. Chapter 11, verses 1 through 9e tells the story
1
of the
through
Tower of Babel. Babel?
Babel?
Babylon?
Yeah, that's right.
Babylon, and on and on.
They weren't pretty good until, they took it a lot of hand in Babylon. Got it to step in.
So, well, this Genesis chapter tells the story of the Tower of Babel and explains why God's people built this tower and the rebellious and prideful people wanted to do their own thing. God intervened to stop them, and all the world's diverse languages can be traced back to the fallout from that fateful event.
Really?
The descendants of Noah, this has legs, I'm telling you, stay with me. The descendants of Noah were living in the area of Mesopotamia in Babylon. They settled in a land named Shinar. The population was growing, and they all spoke one language. The people decided to build a tall, proud symbol of how great they had made their nation. The Babylonians wanted a tower that would reach the heavens. So this is Jack and the Beanstalk type shit.
Yeah, keep her going.
So that they could be like God and that they would not need him, they began to construct a great
Why
tower.
would a tower, just building this big tower, mean that you wouldn't need God anymore? Like, hey, we
Because
built.
they could do
Well,
it.
if
They
he's
got
up
to
there,
heaven.
we're going to go up there and take over.
We're
We're
gonna-
gonna
oh, really? They're
Hijack,
gonna
the
hijack
heavens.
heavens?
Yeah.
God did not like the pride and arrogance in the hearts of the people. God caused the people to suddenly speak different languages so they could not communicate and work together to build the tower.
God, for a dude who hates pride and arrogance, he has a lot of pride and arrogance himself, by the way. It's all
He's
about
a jealous
him.
God. He is
Yeah.
a jealous God.
And he's told us that.
Read that statement again.
Yeah, it's a good one. Isn't
I
it?
know. Read that sentence one more time.
God did not like the pride and arrogance in the hearts of the people. God caused the people to suddenly speak different languages so they could not communicate and work together to build the tower.
Like that foreign language
So
syndrome. when
God
you
was
come
at-
out of your shit, all of a sudden you start talking a different
Right.
language.
Well, also,
Right.
what I'm getting at
So
is
they all just knew what it was because he was like, poof. Now
Yeah.
you speak different
Sprinkled
stuff.
some fucking...
I love that people believe this shit.
what I'm also getting out of this, though, is that God was worried. Like, they went for real. Read that.
Yeah.
If you read it, he
Exactly. It
was
was like,
worried
uh-oh, they're
they
coming to
were
get my
coming
shit.
to get him.
Yeah.
I gotta
And so
separate
they
the
had
herd.
to separate the languages
Yeah.
so they couldn't keep, joining forces.
This
That's
caused...
where
I
French
think-
came from?
Dude, every time this comes up, God gets worse and worse. He becomes more of a dick every
No,
time.
he's a fucking.
He's a jealous God.
He's jealous.
Admittedly.
Things have to be his way.
He's arrogant
and,
as shit.
And he hates anybody else with arrogance, though.
Yeah, or pride.
And by the way, that's why we speak French now. Some people
Yeah.
speak French because of the Babylon.
Yeah, and he banged a married chick, right?
Mary.
God did, yeah. That's a good point.
This caused the people to scatter across the land and the world. The tower was named the Tower of Babel because the word Babel means confusion. This story is a powerful reminder of how important it is to obey God's word and how he guided his people hold on.
Okay.
Guided his people to obey his command to go into all the world and be fruitful and multiple. It's also a reminder of how we see nations that start out as Christians, then become prosperous using biblical principles, then become rich and claim they did it on their own and say they don't need God. Then they get destroyed by God, which is the direction the United States is heading.
But
quickly.
doesn't God know where it's all going to happen anyway? Like, he already knows what's going to be the
He
history.
knows everything. He's omniscient, right?
But he knows the future. He knows
Omnipotent?
where it's all going.
Omnipotent.
So why
Yes,
wouldn't
look at
you?
me.
Good pull. That was a good pull.
Right.
Omniscient. Or omniscient.
omnipresent.
All-seeing.
Yeah.
Right?
Omnipresent is
Everywhere, and omnipotent is all-knowing.
My favorite is that he's very arrogant and very self-absorbed, but he hates it in anybody else. Nobody else can be arrogant.
well.
or-
There's some examples.
Isn't
of
jealousy
that.
a sin?
Yeah, I would think
That's a great point.
I would think
A self-proclaimed
Don't covet
jealous
my
God.
neighbor's wife and husband. Like,
Well, that's don't bang the neighbor. Right?
no,
yeah,
but there's
don't
like
steal my shit.
no. One of those is like basically don't like look at your neighbors and be jealous,
Yes.
right? Envy. Envy's a sin.
Yeah. Well,
It's okay for him though.
7 deadly sins.
Yeah, yeah,
Not, like the 10-tablet kind.
right.
But it's okay for him. He did create everything.
Hey, I think
though,
we're
too.
really making some ground here.
Well,
I think,
I like that people are going out of their way
The
to take
dialogue.
time
Yes.
to inform us on stuff. I did not know the story of the Tower of Babel. It all
did
makes
not.
sense
It's
now.
totally legitimate.
Because the language thing never made sense to me. Now it does. He sprinkled some heavenly dust on it.
He
And
gave you
can you
salt-
imagine how confusing
salt
that would
made
be?
that shit, and now you all speak different shit.
Dude, that would fuck me up big time. If all of a sudden some heavenly dust came down on us and all of a sudden none of us can understand a word the other
Does that explain like just the southern drawl and the different shit in this country? Is that why?
Well, no, those are atmosphere, and I think, or white. weather and
Why?
whatnot.
But why? What does that mean? Why do they speak differently?
I don't know.
with
Why are there
accents and whatnot. I
yeah,
don't know.
why is there a southern drawl when
We
you get
can-
down there?
We can dive into that. That's a fair question.
This is what
Might
you
have
get when you open a
Bostonians.
dialogue, Troy.
There's
You're learning.
probably a reason for that.
God,
Well,
they got a
no,
little squirrely, and God was like, "Y'all
No,
speaking different now."
No, I don't think what God did was just give different accents. He
No,
fucking
speaking
gave
different
languages. You know, that's different than having a southern drawl
Okay.
or having a Boston accent, park the car type shit.
Yep.
So I don't know what that's about.
Back
but
guy in the yard.
yeah, it's probably environment related. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll look into it though. And with that,
I bid you adieu.
I bid you adieu. Tomorrow, Biggie Comedy Venture
Correct.
pops into the studio. Also, Greg Henson and I are going to do a
Also
show.
Got a name for that yet?
No, Mike and Greg sounds weird to me. Greg and Mike sounds weird to me.
It could be Miggs and Greg. It'd be 5 Gs.
Greg Michaels. Kidding.
Yeah, I don't know. All stuff to be worked out down the road, but I'm looking forward to that. I don't even know what the hell we're gonna do, so you know, it'll be a learning experience for all involved.
Sure.
So hopefully you'll join us. I don't know what time we're gonna do that. Isis, I think you're gonna engineer it
Yeah.
tomorrow,
Yep,
right?
Yep. I'll be
Okay.
here.
All right. And with that, we'll call it a day. Thanks everybody. Have a great weekend.